Brennan Shaw, please come to the booth, please. Brennan Shaw, please come to the booth, please.
We've got lots going on, and we've got a lot to talk about with our keys to the game. Let's jump right into it because we're cruising right along. We got so many things to get to in the Camping World Keys to the Game, brought to you by Camping World. Your 2020 adventure starts. Camping World St. George. Find huge selection of all the top brands, plus sales, parts, service, a full retail store. Visit 1500 Hilton Drive or campingworldstgeorge.com. And Andy, let's break it down team by team, and let's talk some keys tonight for Park City as they try to get their first win win of the season under a newer head coach in Josh Montzingo.
Number one for Park City is slowing the game down. You don't want to get into a track meet with Pineview because they literally have the fastest guys in the state, and Marcus and Dominic Mckenzie, who win track meets literally on a track. So you don't want to do that. Park City doesn't necessarily have to run the ball 40 times tonight, but they've got to sustain possessions by throwing little bubbles, little nickel and dime stuff down the field as extensions of their run game. We don't expect Tabarachi to have 30 carries, but he's been a solid running back. He's got 285 yards, close to 8 yards per carry for the Miners in 2 games. So they need to lean on him big time tonight to allow Bayer to relax a little bit when he has throwing opportunities and have time in the pocket to throw. They can't be one-dimensional, and that's exactly what Pineview's going to try to do with an aggressive defensive play calling to bother him in the pocket and make them just throw it over and over again, where their ball hawks, the Beckers, Marcus McKenzie, Saransi, can make big plays and create turnovers, because that's what they are pros at doing for Pineview. So number one for Park City is Tabarachi has to be a stud tonight running the ball for the Miners.
All right, let's flip it over a little bit and let's talk about this Pineview Panther team. We already kind of, right from the start, I mean, the spotlight, our Sport Clip Star Watch, is going to be tonight Sawyer Woods.
Yeah.
But what specifically are the keys for Woods tonight?
Yeah, I think for Woods, I think Coach Croton and Coach Hosner, the first couple series, they got 15 plays scripted out, and I'm sure several of them are going to be nice, easy catch and pass, throw it out on a swing pass to Adams. He's been a killer at those through 2 games. Throw a little 4-yard hitch to Moten on the hash. Get a couple pitch and catch completions early. Don't ask him to do the RPO stuff or reading a linebacker stuff early on. Just allow him to get in the flow of the game and make a couple easy completions. And I think that's going to be key for his confidence. He played really well, like we were saying, Devin. Played really well last week, 11 of 14 in that second half against Highland. The pressure's on here at home tonight, but give him a couple easy throwing catches early on in this game.
Yeah, this is a senior-laden team. I don't think Pineview has more seniors than some other region teams. I think Crimson's got more than 30, but I think there's 27, 28 seniors, and all those guys got a lot of valuable experience last year. And this is the first home game. You think they're going to be fired up? I think if they can play mistake-free football, they should be on their way to 3-0 tonight. But Park City's got other ideas. Sometimes when you're 0-2 and you're getting ready for region, you're on the road, you come closer together. So we'll see how it plays out tonight. Again, inside of our Interior Design Center pregame show, the keys to the game brought to you by Camping World of St. George. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll continue to break this game down for you. Also, we'll get you an update on the Snow Canyon Ridgeline game that started at 5 o'clock, and we'll inch closer to our Sky Mountain starting lineup. And kickoff, it's the Pineview Panthers, Park City Miners. It's our ideal home and paint game of the week. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
High school football season means the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert is back in effect. I'm Craig Bullerjack, reminding you to head to Yogurtland after the game and ask for your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert when your team scores 25 points or more.
I have a backpack.
请所有的同学回到座位哈。3。
Get our print career. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? Careful.
Beyond the park you know, exists a world you don't. A world that is greater. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Come to where life is greater. Come to Greater Zion.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
I take the road less traveled. Run free, unwind, unravel. Someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Of our national anthem, and we are back live at Pineview High School on 97.7 ESPN, your number one source for all local sports. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson hanging out here inside of our Interior Design Center pregame show. Coach Gary Croton hanging out down on the field. Coach Hosner and the Panthers, their first home game, back-to-back wins on the road. How big is that, Andy, that they were able to go out on the road and find 2 wins, and now they are back home in the cozy, comfortable confines of Panther Stadium?
Yeah, and this is a Panther faithful who has been, since that state championship game last year, has just been waiting with great anticipation for this senior class at home. They've been able to watch them online and stuff like that, but to have this group at home in person, they got the big banners, pictures of every senior up on the track. This is a star-studded group as they enter the field in their all-black uniforms tonight for the Panthers.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, it was cool for this time of year, in the last week or so, but it has heated back up. Temperatures triple digits today here in southern Utah. And obviously, with the stadium facing the way it is, the home sideline going to be shaded here real soon. The shade of the stadium is kind of creeping out on the field as we speak, and those blacks are good looking. I don't care how hot it is. Those are good looking home blacks, clean black helmets, clean white numbers. I like that as a broadcaster, Andy. You can see those numbers really
I know
good.
It's become trendy to have the same color number as the jersey and some, but that's what you like about Pineview. They keep it old school, black on white. Couldn't be easier. Big old numbers. And we're going to be calling some of those numbers a lot tonight for touchdowns, I'm sure, with this high-flying offense of the Panthers.
Again, this is the ideal home and paint game of the week, but there's a game going on right now. It's already underway, and Snow Canyon trailed 21-7 at the half against Ridgeline. Now, Ridgeline, Andy, they're no slouch. They're one of the teams that is ranked in the 4A rankings. They come into this week number 3. It's Pineview number 1, Skyview number 2, Ridgeline is 3. Desert Hills is actually ranked number 4. So last score update we had was Ridgeline leading 21-7. We'll try to get an update for you here in just a little bit. The only score of the game for the Warriors came on an 11-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Johnson to Will the Thrill Warner. So that's your early Hearst Ace Hardware Region 9 update. Because they're in Cache Valley, that's a road game for the Warriors. They've got to get the kids home in time, so they move that up to a 5 p.m. kickoff. All the other games are about to kick off right now. If you want to watch any of them, you're listening on 97.7 ESPN. You can go to our website for all 7 streams. All 7 Region 10 streams are found right on our website, sportsradio977.com. If you're here for this game, you're a Panther fan. You can also, if you're driving home, watch this game tonight on CEC TV, which is TDS Cable Channel 108. Marcus, James, Lauren, love our crew here putting the pictures out for you in our game of the week. Andy, we kind of jumped right to Sawyer Woods in our Star Watch, brought to you by Intermountain Sports Medicine. Improve speed, power, agility, and overall performance with the help of Intermountain Sports Performance. They're certified trainers helping athletes for over 20 years. Check them out on Instagram or call 251-2299. You want to add anybody tonight, or is Woods the smart choice?
Yeah, I think Woods is the X factor, but I'm going to put a big circle around Keith Adams because the running back has got to be a stud tonight, make it easy on his inexperienced quarterback. Adams is super super talented. We've seen it the first couple games of the season, running the ball, catching the ball out of the backfield. I think he's got to be the comfort blanket for Woods tonight. That's number 1, Keith Adams.
All right, there's your Intermountain Sports Performance Star Watch. Let's get to the starting lineups because the Panthers have lost the toss and Park City has deferred, so it will be the offense on the field tonight. And with Sawyer Woods making his debut as a starter, you got Keith Adams in the backfield. They can also use Brian Collison in the backfield, among others. They've got a lot of different backs that they can turn to. Dominic Mckenzie, Marcus McKenzie going to be out wide. But how about the emergence of Turner Williams in the 4-wide set? He's out there, and Tyson Moten. That is a star-studded wide receiver core. When you look at some of the skill position starters, again, brought to you by Sky Mountain Golf Course. Hit it to the sky. Breathtaking views, and don't forget to bring your camera. For tee times, call 635-7888. And then that offensive line is a good one, AT, anchored by the left tackle, the BYU commit, Peter Falanico.
Yeah, Falanico is fun to watch, and you're right. When he's out on the field, he is like having another Panay Sewell type at left tackle. He just you give you 20 Mississippi to throw the ball if you're a quarterback and you're rolling left. He is tremendous, and you know, if you look at the receiving core of Pineview, Turner Williams 20 yards per reception, Tyson Moten 15 yards per reception, McKenzie, both McKenzie's up close to 15 yards per reception. So these are game breaker receivers all over the field. The question is, can Sawyer Woods get it to him consistently tonight against this Miner defense?
By the way, it's now 35-7. Just got an update. Snow Canyon trailing Ridgeline right now, 35-7. So the Warriors in trouble. That one into the fourth quarter up at Ridgeline High School. Let's play some football on a Friday night. Eventually, under the lights, kickoff end over end, and it's going to be into the end zone as Turner Williams will take it about 8-9 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the flag. It's offsides, and so Pineview can elect to have them re-kick kick this opening kickoff. And they do want to kick it deep, right? They want to keep it out of the hands of Turner Williams. He took the opening kickoff against Highland for that 90-plus yard touchdown.
Yes, right. And it's interesting that neither McKenzie is returning on the kickoff. But when you look at Williams, who has proven that he can take it to the house at any point as a return man, maybe preserve the McKenzies for offensive defense, right?
Yep, exactly. Keep them healthy, keep them fresh, keep them fast. They are speedsters, and you'll hear McKenzie, the Twins' name all night long, and they still have not committed to where they're going to go, but they did tell us at our media day a couple weeks ago they wanted to decide pretty soon. And the kickoff again, a good kick by the left-footed kicker, and this is going to be a yard deep into the end zone, and it will indeed be the touchback. How about the foot there after backing up 5 yards from the kicker? That is number 27, Steven Shager. Shaking with the boot.
We'll see in this first series how often Woods turns around and hands it to Keith Adams, or on stretch plays if he's going to reach around and give a jet sweep to Turner Williams or something like that, or if they just want to get him throwing it right off the bat. We'll see what the strategy is in this first possession.
Here's Sawyer Woods out of the gun. Adams, and they're going to set up a screen, a little tunnel screen, and it's in and out of the hands of McKenzie, incomplete. That was Marcus McKenzie, and Woods just a little bit high there. You got to believe he's got a little bit of adrenaline out there wearing number 9.
I like the play call, and McKenzie got drilled after this one went off his fingertips as Woods was fading away and left it up high.
Yeah, clean hit, though. Kind of lowered the head, but did not get any helmet-to-helmet. RPO. Woods is going to keep it. Going to try to go outside, and he's going to be taken down, and it's going to be a loss of a yard, maybe 2.
Great job there by Jagger Dial on the right side. It looked like the right end crashed on the running back, so Woods seemed to make the right play, but this was a do-or-die situation. Whether he kept it or gave it, there was a dude waiting for either one of them on that play on second down.
Yeah, that's assignment defense right there, executed perfectly. Great shot for our television and streaming audience. Our replays brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt all game long, and hopefully we'll get the Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. Panthers score over 25 points tonight. You get to go to Yogurtland for free dessert. There is the run on third down, and it's going to be a nice little pickup of 5 or so, but it's going to be punt situation. So a 3 and out, not exactly what the Panthers had in mind here at home.
Yeah, miscue on first down, just a little high, and then the second play, you left 2 guys unblocked, and you can only read 1, and then they just try to make a few yards there with Keith Adams on third.
Punt unit on. early in this one for the Panthers. 10:45 on our Nets on Fire clock. It's the brand new floors up there at Nets on Fire. Get your basketball season kick-started with some training packages. Just go to netsonfire.org to learn more. High kick and fair caught at the 42. And really good field position for the Miners here on their offensive possession to start this game. And we'll see the Panther defense led by a number of guys. Ryan Jordan leads this team with 18 tackles, but there is a number of guys, Andy, that have a nose for the football. Ian and Dylan Becker, among others.
Yeah, they've been great. They've got so many ball hawks on this team. Byron Colson's been a stud for them. Jeffrey Taloa has got 9 tackles on the year. Ryan Jordan leads them with 18.
Nalu Atonu is also a middle linebacker that has huge upside. They flies around as well. 1st and 10, Miners. Meyer going to keep it. RPO up the middle across midfield to the 40, about 7-yard line, and a nice little gain of almost 8 there for the junior quarterback, Chase Beyer.
And Park City looking good in the first few plays of this game. They've got a chip on their shoulder. They're hungry for a win. They started 0-2 in 2 close games they probably thought they could have won. And now they've got, their biggest challenge of the year coming down on the road to play Pineview, who many regard as one of the best teams in the whole state.
2nd down and short. Beyer out of the gun. Snap coming. Straight give right up the middle, and a nice little hole and a good run here by Sam Alford as he breaks outside of the 30. Cut back down to the 22, 23, depending on the spot. And 1st and 10, Miners. That's another fabulous Freddy's.
1st down, and Alford is a big old running back, and he showed it there. Ran through a couple of arm tackles, started up the middle, spurts it out to the right side, and another 1st down as Park City marching, and with only a couple plays ran here.
Your favorite hometown full-service car wash in 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's keeps it clean inside and out. They always wipe at their 2 Southern Utah locations.
And the offensive line on that one got 2nd level, had hats on almost every linebacker on that run play.
Beyer out of the gun. Man in motion. They give it to him. In around, cut back, now running north and south, and a pretty good play there by Will McCurdy. 5'9" sophomore, but got running north and south, and that, I believe, will be close to another 1st down, and they're into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone.
And Park City is moving people on that defensive line for Pineview and getting to the linebackers. They're completely stymied on that defensive line, and great job getting the edge by the blockers as well, pinning them inside and allowing the back to get to the outside.
Pretty good job there by Saransi to turn him back inside, but the cutback was timed pretty well. Now 2nd down and 1 again. You like this down and distance. And it's going to be enough for a 1st down to the 10-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal now for the Miners on their opening drive. This drive started back at the 42-yard line.
And we talked about the way that Park City likes to play. They throw the ball a lot, air raid it, but they've been power football, and we see it again, the power pistol formation, and just give it to the big fella Alford, who muscles his way for a 1st down.
Ryan Jordan, among others, there to limit that, but did get enough to move the sticks. Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Looking to buy or sell, contact a Red Rock Real Estate agent today. Alford, untouched, touchdown. Guy maybe got touched about the half-yard line, and Park City strikes first and takes the 6-0 lead. PAT pinning Alford with the 10-yard touchdown run.
And just power football, that's a statement drive, student body, right? They kick out the outside linebacker, put him on his back, and Alford gets to waltz into the end zone. What a physical start by the Miners on both sides of the ball.
Tanner there got maybe held, or it was Fordham. Tanner Fordham, or couldn't tell if he just got pancaked, but here is the simply wisdom teeth extra point. It's up and good. And how about this? The Miners coming down from Park City taking the 7-0 lead. We'll take the 45-second timeout. Back with more football inside Region 10 from Pineview High after this.
Ace is the place with a helpful heart.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Back live, kickoff. Going to be returnable this time for Turner Williams, and he's going to start to the right side and has some room. Turner Williams turning it up the Jets all the way out across the 30 and taking out near the 34-yard line. That's dangerous if you can't get that touchback, and a little bit better field position here for Sawyer Woods and the Panther offense.
Yeah, and Pineview after that first drive by Park City, I think that first drive has told them they are going to be in a dogfight with how big and physical the Miners were, and a little bit more urgency in the second possession with Woods here, quarterback. Only threw it once on a tunnel screen, incomplete on his first possession.
Woods going to throw, looking to take a shot, going over the middle, and there is Williams. 15-yard pickup, Woods to Williams, and that's a fabulous Freddy's.
First down and a great concept where they have Moten and McKenzie on the corners, running to the sidelines. The middle is wide open as he throws a bullet right into the stomach of Turner Williams for a fabulous Freddy's first down. Nice throw.
Going quick here. That's Coach Gary Croton. And now they're going to throw it and complete to McKenzie. McKenzie's going to catch it 8 yards downfield, take the hit forward, and I think it's going to be enough for another first down for the Panthers.
They had a flat route with Turner Williams and then McKenzie hitching at about 12 yards, and great job, nice patience by Woods to make the proper read and deliver another strike, 2 in a row.
And now they'll run it, and Keith Adams is going to pick up a yard. Finally did find a spot and try to get a little daylight to just get that yard. That was pretty well defended.
Yeah, a little bit of a stretch play, turned it up. Park City, good job on that left end, closing hard and forcing him to go inside by that linebacker, their number 8. Is Braden Byer.
Out of the gun, swing pass, and Adams didn't turn early enough, and I think Sawyer Woods had to throw it before he wanted, and it's incomplete.
And just like that, third down after 2 nice first down throws. Key situation coming up in Miner territory here for Woods. You got to figure he'll be looking for a McKenzie here on 3rd and 9.
7:47 to go first quarter. Park City 7-0 lead. Woods takes a look over to the sideline. Coach Croton hand signaling in what he wants. 3rd and long. Long 9 here. Woods going to throw. Staying in the pocket. Looking over the middle, and it's short. Intended for Turner Williams, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, threw it at his ankles. Maybe tried to aim it a little bit, and he's talking to his receiver here. But he was just camped at the sticks. He couldn't have come up a lot closer for that one as the ball was just thrown wide and low. Would have been an amazing catch by Williams, but looks like they're bringing in the punt team here to pin Park City deep here in the first quarter.
Yep.
A couple good throws on that possession by Woods, but just better coverage by Park City the last couple pass plays to force a punt.
And the snap is good. The kick is away, and good spiraling kick, angled, and lands at the 10, goes out of bounds down near the 5.
Beautiful punt by Austin Cogan.
Yeah, soccer guy. Austin Cogan, one of the best Panthers on the soccer field, and he is a really, really good kicker. He's been great on PATs, field goals, got some length, and that was a beautiful punt.
We'll see if Pineview makes any adjustments with how aggressive their linebackers are on the snap to fly forward. Park City hasn't thrown it. They've just been able to run it over and over again, inside, outside. Everything worked on that first possession. And we'll see if Ryan Jordan and Ayu Tono are moving towards the line of scrimmage on the snap here on first down.
Park City quarterback. Bayer has it. RPO will give it. No, he keeps it, and Bayer's going to surge ahead out across the 10 to about the 13-yard line.
Great job and read there by Ayu Tono coming up. Hit him a couple yards after the line of scrimmage, but that's one of the best stops they've had against this run game on a nice little stretch zone read in the middle. They're reading Pilamei on that end, forces him up the middle, and he's cleaned up by Ayu Tono.
Ayu Tono is, call him Nalu. That middle backer, such a vital part of Coach Hosner, Coach Boyer, who's now the DC's defense. Some really good backers in Region 10 this year, AT. Going to throw. Bayer going over the top, one-on-one coverage, and it's incomplete. Never got any separation at all over there against Saranzi.
Yeah, that ball was sky high, floated it, but Saranzi was right there step for step, had his eye turned around, and it just floated out of bounds as maybe a little bit of a size advantage for Sam Alford over there, number 3.
Trips to the near sideline. 3-by-1 set. Out of the pistol. Now they go empty. Bayer going to swing it. McCurdy going to catch it. Out across the 15, tippy-toe on the sideline. Colson knocks him out of bounds. It's enough for a Fabulous Freddy's.
First down on a nice play design there, going to the short side of the field and allowing the blockers to get up. Look at these blockers for Park City. Just totally swallowing up linebackers to allow an easy little swing pass to get you a first down on the short side of the field.
Timpanogos has scored first out in Hurricane. Tigers trying to go 3-0 for the first time in over a decade, or nearly a decade, I should say. And a lot of football left. Most of the games just getting going like this one. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. Bayer going to throw, scrambles, and incomplete. Went right through the intended receiver, Brogan Reese's hands.
And Pineview getting in the backfield, forcing him to step up and throw an errant throw. Latosi had a chance, but at least made him uncomfortable enough to have to fling it out there. Kid was open, just missed him.
Man, once he kind of scrambled up in the pocket.
Tassi Lolotai, was number 15 back in the backfield there for Pineview.
Yep. But then he saw number 2, Eatonu, coming right at him, and he's like, I better throw this. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Miners. They lead 7-0 on our We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. Blitz. Nobody picked him up, and down goes Bayer. Sacked by Ian Becker.
Yeah, coming off that left edge, and Park City has gone throw. It's interesting that Tabarachi, number 2, who was the stud on that first drive, hasn't been in the game and goes unblocked. There's Becker, and it took a minute for him to be seen by Chase Bayer, and that's why he went down 3rd and long now for Pineview. Big play coming up.
3rd and long. This is the down and distance you want. If you're the Pineview Panthers defense, Coach Boyer, of course, I remember calling his games. I'm getting old, Andy. When he was here playing for Coach Hosner. Coach Hosner in his 19th year as head coach here at Pineview High School, if I'm not mistaken. Over the middle, high and incomplete. Crossing route, well defended, and they were trying to find, was that Alford?
Yeah, Alford over the middle. He's their big target. And just not a great throw. Floated it up high and incomplete. There was good coverage there by Pineview, but Alford has that size advantage, but just a little too tall for him.
I apologize. I think I got Alford and Tabarachi mixed up on that touchdown run. It was Tabarachi that scored the touchdown run, and it's given Park City the 7-0 lead. But now 4th down and long, and a punt formation here. Not back that deep, though, but a little pooch kick by Bayer. And it's going to roll all the way down into the 25-20 and keep going. I got a really favorable bounce, and that worked out pretty well with nobody back deep.
Yeah, absolutely. They come out in a 5-wide set with their quarterback in a just empty shotgun formation. So McKenzie's got to come up as the safety, and he can't be back there to return the punt. Nobody's back there. Huge job flipping the field there for the Miners.
Not really trickeration, but definitely a schematics thing with the formation that Pineview will have to make an adjustment to. Flipping the field, leading 7-0, and here comes Sawyer Woods, junior quarterback. Kind of feel like he needs to get a couple high percentage passes and then maybe try to find somebody deep. Got some speed at wide receiver for this Panther team. Nobody faster than Dominic Mckenzie, just slightly faster than Marcus, but not by much. RPO, they finally give it to Adams. Adams bounce to the outside, has a little daylight out across the 20 to about the 21, to maybe give him the 22, and it's a pickup of 6.
And, you know, we've seen Woods make some good throws, but I like Adams getting a lot of work tonight for Pineview. He's got his big right guard coming, pulling around, occupying a linebacker, and allows Adams to get a nice little chunk there on 1st down.
Out of the gun, Woods, 2nd down. We're going to throw. in the middle. Little curl route complete. Nice catch by Moten. 6'2", $175 wide receiver. His older brother's playing for Coach Paul Peterson at Dixie State. They open up the season a week from tomorrow against Sac State.
And how good is Pineview with their spacing, finding pockets against the zone defense? You got the flat route and then the curl, and that's been open for him on that option read for Woods all day long so far.
Woods going up top again, has his man, and it's caught by Turner Williams. Turning on the Jets to the 20, 15, 10, and he is going to score. Touchdown Panthers. A big pitch and catch. That one over 68 yards for the score.
How about the Jets of Turner Williams? Goodness gracious. We talk about the McKenzies. They got another one here in Williams, live in living color. My first time I've seen him. And Woods has time in that pocket, looks very confident, delivers a strike as Williams gets over the top of everybody and then breaks a tackle at about the 5-yard line and into the end zone with a chance to tie things up here in the first quarter.
That'll get your junior quarterback settled in. Beautiful pass behind the defense. Turner Williams making a big-time catch and then showing you he's got wheels. I mean, when I said this wide receiver core is fast, that was not an understatement, folks. Here's Kogan now for the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. If you need your wisdom teeth out, Simply Wisdom Teeth. And it's up and good. We'll take the full timeout, 45 seconds. And we'll be right back on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard, 7-7 between the Panthers and Park City.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
We're back. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson, 4:47 left in the first quarter. How about that big play for the Panthers, AT?
How about Turner Williams? We've heard about this kid. We've seen him on special teams make big plays. His yards per reception is up over 20 yards, and we see why right there. And credit the offensive system. I mean, guys are just open for Woods down the field against this zone. They're so great at sitting in pockets, and Williams that time on an over route from across the field was open, and he showed off the Jets for the touchdown.
Short kick, Tabarachi, that's Blake Tabarachi, I think, with the return, and it didn't go far, and he'll start it right around the 20-yard line here in a 7-7 tie game, and we haven't settled anything all of a sudden.
And that's the big storyline for me after that first possession when Carson Tabarachi, their stud running back, dominated just running the ball. In that second possession, he wasn't on the field at all. He's in the huddle right now, and you anticipate a lot of student body right, left, between the tackle handoffs to Tabarachi because Pineview came out and was just more physical on that first possession against Pineview. And Tabarachi will be behind the quarterback in a pistol formation here for first down.
Bear gonna give it. Tabarachi jump cut, tries a spin move and got maybe half a yard.
And good job getting in the backfield. Tanner Fordham, who in that first possession was blocked several times, this time gets in the backfield from the far side, gets to the legs of Tabarachi and wrestles him down for a short gain.
And now second down and 9. We'll call it 9. Did give him a little bit on that run, but that front seven for Pineview, pretty stingy against the run. Tabarachi did have that one nice run that set up that scoring touchdown. They've had kind of 2 breakdowns, but then they've looked really stout for the most part. Now they string this one out wide. Tabarachi's going to have to try to get all the way to the sideline, take a hit, and he's driven out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of about 3, maybe give him 4.
Yeah, good job stringing him out. He wanted to cut it up, but Pineview met the blocks and was able to string him out. Good job by number 24 there, Dylan Becker, keeping contained. Byron Collison took it on the chops there, but at least knocked him out of bounds. set up a 3rd and 7 or 8.
Hearst Ace Hardware update. How about Desert Hills? They've already forced 3 turnovers. They are turnover machines. They lead 17-0 over Spanish Fork. And it's a final. Ridgeline has beaten Snow Canyon 42-7. Warriors' first loss of the season. Becker comes on the blitz. They get one-on-one coverage. It's up, and it is incomplete. Byron Colson, nice job kind of face guarding almost, but not getting the PI call, running step for step with the intended receiver, which was Eldridge.
Yeah, Eldridge has the height advantage. Byer just puts it up as high as he can and as far as he can. And we'll see here on the replay for our TV audience. Wow, he's turned around, has his hands up, doesn't make a lot of contact, but avoids the penalty there on 3rd down. Good job running with him there by Collison. And avoiding the PI call because that was close.
Here is Bayer, the quarterback, now trying to pull a little punt again on a pooch, and he low angles it away from Turner Williams, goes out of bounds at about the 30. Well, it might have stayed inbounds. Where did that go out at? Yeah, they're going to mark it about the 25, it looks like.
And here comes Sawyer Woods after a great possession. Throw a nice touchdown pass to Turner Williams. We'll see if they can keep that flow going after getting another big stop against Park City. Stopping Tabarachi, getting some plays on the edges, and putting some pressure on the quarterback defensively for Pineview. They made some adjustments after that first possession. And now they've got a chance to take a lead here with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
.301 to go. Nets on fire clock. 7-7 ball game. See if Woods got another big play up his sleeve. He's going to look to throw here on 1st and 10. Looking over the middle. Has plenty of time. And, almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of the DB, Stone Combs. Stone there had a great chance. I like this offensive line giving Sawyer Woods a lot of time, but he tried to force that one in, and I don't think he ever saw the backer getting depth over the middle. Great shots by our CEC TV crew. If you're listening on radio, you want to watch this game, go to TDS channel 108 or sportsradio977.com. Looking to throw Woods in 2nd down and 10. Over the middle again. And was trying to find Dominic Mckenzie. A lot of hand fighting going on. It's incomplete. Coverage by Isaac Lopez. And 3rd and 10 for Coach Gary Croton's offense. How about Coach Croton? All those years at BYU and Chicago with the Bears. And then last stop was Stephen F. Austin before calling it a career at the collegiate level, and comes and retires in St. George and then hooks up with Ray Hausner and just has a passion for coaching. And these assistant coaches got to be loving and soaking up all the experience of a Gary Croton. So close to winning a title last year. 3rd down again. Over the middle. Looked like the same play. Dominic Mckenzie catches, puts his foot in the turf. Bye-bye. See ya. Dominic Mckenzie. That is a 75-yard touchdown run. Both touchdowns over 72 on the first one, 75 on this one. Wow.
And just toying with the safety there at the end. He knew it as soon as he caught the ball and had it at an inch of space. He knew he was going to the house on this one.
Yeah, no question about it. And, I mean, just a deep little slant route. McKenzie, by. Once he got to the 50 and had a little crease, he looked like Olympic track star running the 100-meter dash all the way into the end zone. Panthers up 13-7, PAT pending. And here is Austin Cogan out for the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. That is the 2nd touchdown reception of the season for Dom. And Cogan's PAT is up, and it is good. 14-7 on our We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. They will win for you. Period. We'll take the full timeout, come back with the Panthers up 7, 2:37 left to go in quarter number 1.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Back at Pineview High School, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson, Ideal Home and Paint. Game of the week for us here, and what a dime by Woods. 2 touchdowns for Woods. 147 yards on 2 completions for 2 touchdowns. How about this junior quarterback that nobody knows a ton about? I know his dad, Sean Woods, played collegiate football as a quarterback at Weber State years ago. And Sawyer coming up through youth football as a kickoff is muffed, and it's on the turf, and Pineview scoops it, and it's Collison, and he can't return that. It's a dead ball. You cannot return a muff punt. So Pineview's going to have it at the 24-yard line.
What a kick, and then Saransi lays out the intended return man after it bounces off him. The ball goes. I mean, this is essentially a onside kick attempt just down the field. You're kicking it to a guy who's not used to returning, has his hands the wrong way, and then gets blown up. Just a beautiful special teams play there by Pineview.
Yeah, no question about it. Kogan putting a little English on this one. And now Woods can try to stay hot out there. And now Woods going to go over the middle again to Mckenzie, and he could not bring it in. Just a little short there.
Yeah, just low. It could have been. He throws it out in front of him. That's another touchdown. And they go right back to it. I love that play call, but just a little off the mark here from Woods.
Now the Panthers, 2nd down and 10. And it's going to be bottled up. Adams nowhere to go there. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it.
Nice play by Tabarachi. Going both ways for the Miners. Kind of a slow developing. Adams was patient, just looking for a hole. Nothing came open, and Tabarachi gets him from the back end and throws him backwards.
Devin and Andy hanging out with you on a Friday night. Fun to have football back. Woods going to throw, and it is incomplete. Nearly caught, almost nearly intercepted.
It was a double post concept with both McKenzies. First Marcus goes, and then right behind him is Dominic. And Dominic got a delayed start on his route there, it looked like, but Woods still tries to force it in, and good job closing by the safety, getting a hand on it, knocking it down, and 4-down territory here for Woods.
No question. And now going for it here, 4th down. Woods going down the field. This one is intercepted, picked off by Braden Bayer, and Bayer's going to run right across the 30 to the 33 and be tackled there. And for as great as those 2 touchdown throws were, Sawyer Woods throws his first interception in his young career.
And not a bad pick. It's 4th down. You're trying to force it over to Tyson Moten. Good job peeking over by the linebacker, dropping back into the hook zone to get the interception, but he basically just takes it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you like to throw it to the sticks there, but I think if he maybe checks late down to Keith Adams on a swing pass, I think Adams had a lot of green turf and could have ran for the first down. Hey, no score between Palm Desert and the Dixie Flyers. 10:36 to go in the second quarter. Of course, Jalen Schultz starting because Bronson Barbin is injured right now for Coach Blaine Munkers. Updates brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware, heart of St. George and Cedar City. Run by McCurdy. McCurdy has a little crease right up the middle, and he's going to have about a 14-yard pickup at a Fabulous Freddy's.
First down.
Yeah, it just looked like he was shot out of a cannon, didn't it?
McMurdy can do it all for him. Play the slot. They'll hand it to him. Nice little cutback. Finds a seam and runs past everybody for a first down.
Ramsey with the tackle. 1:25 left in the first quarter on our Nets on Fire clock. Training package is available, netsonfire.org, for your young basketball players, group and individual lessons. Building champions on and off the court. 14-7 our score. Pineview has the lead. McCurdy again to midfield and then pushing into Panther territory, and it's a gain of about 4.
And I think strategically they're just picking their spots with Carson Tabarachi, who once again is getting a rest. He'll come in here, but going both ways, playing a linebacker position. They want to reserve his energy as much as they can. He had a great first possession for Park City, but credit Pineview. They figured out some changes. Big Ayutonu there in the middle. He is a big boy at lineman. He's like LeVar Kirkland back in the day for the Steelers, right in the middle there with Ryan Jordan, two super talented linebackers.
2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, Bayer, handoff. This is Sam Alford. Alford just going power right down to the 40. That's another fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and that is a tough, get your lineman out in front of you student body, right? We're just going to go power football. He's got 2 pulling linemen getting around to the edge. He pushes them where he wants them to go and cuts up through the seam for a first down.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. Panthers trailed when Park City struck first on a 10-yard Alford or Tabarachi run, but then Woods to Williams 72 yards, and then Woods to Dominic Mckenzie 75 yards, and after 12 minutes of play on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard, 14-7, Pineview leads over Park City.
This graph is square. Pretty close. Artemisia is all the sagebrush, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
Come down. Please, right? Sodium carbonate.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Back live, Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson with you. Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week. Appreciate some of our great local partners as the Panthers lead 14-7 as we start quarter number 2. Appreciate Scott Gibson, Intercap Lending. They got a loan for you, no matter what your needs are. They don't match their rates or fees. See how much the Scott Gibson team can save you on your new home purchase or refinance. Call or text today. Seriously, folks, Scott will take care of you. 435-619-8080. And they're taking a shot. Bear going to go over the top one-on-one, and it is going to be incomplete. Tight coverage there, and ball deflected by Saranzi away again, right at the last second almost, 18.
Yeah, Pineview has been in those one-on-one kind of island situations. They have been step for step with Park City. This one underthrown a little bit with a big fella trying to come back to it. But good job by Pineview being in the right place on those long throws.
Appreciate Intermountain Sports Medicine. They provide athletic training for all of our Region 10 varsity athletics. Again this year, they're back. If you've had a sports injury, visit one of the great doctors, including Dr. Millard, Grames, Chamberlain. 435-251-3600. Bayer going to hand off. And that's Tabarachi, and he is going to go all the way to the outside, and they string it out nicely.
How about that? Dominic Mckenzie strings him all the way out, taps him out of bounds. You're not going to outrun him to the corner. Good job on contain. As Tabarachi, nowhere to go. Good gap control there by the defensive line and linebackers as well by Pineview.
So 3rd down and long. A 3rd and a long 6, nearly 7. 14-7 our score on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Tyler Todd, Jared Springer, Jim Park, great attorneys at We Win Injury Law. Keep a track of the score. They're going to run it. Surprised. They got it 4 maybe, but it's going to be at least 2 yards shy of the line to gain, and that tells me this is 4-down territory. That's why they ran that football.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Bayer. We haven't seen him keep those a lot, 2 or 3 times so far, but see what their bread and butter is. You got to figure Tabarachi will be back on the field for this 4th down for the Miners.
And on cue, here he comes. This is their brothers, Carson Tabarachi, wearing number 2, 6'2", senior, 230 pounds.
And they might have a wildcat option here with Tabarachi getting the direct snap. It looks like they're going power Wildcat with 2 up backs,
And
unless he pooches.
Pineview wants a timeout.
Yeah, they haven't seen that one.
Yeah, smart timeout by the Panthers defensively. Coach Boyer said, hey, let's talk about this. We'll keep it right here. Again, timeouts brought to you by Scott Gibson at Intercap Lending. The scores we have, Andy, one is final, 42-7. I thought Snow Canyon, Nolan Perry's Power Guide had an 11-point differential in the power rating, but Ridgeline taking care of Snow Canyon. So that game is final. That started at 5 o'clock. Warriors' first loss of the season. Desert Hills up 17-0. And that is 3 takeaways by the Thunder defense. They have been very opportunistic. I mean, Austin Turnbow has 5 interceptions himself going into this game. Crimson has scored against Pineview. And I'm trying to see exactly what the latest score is on that one, to check that one for you. Here it's 14-7. Of course, stick around after we're done tonight for all of the post-game and then the wrap-up show for extended late-night coverage, finals, reaction. We'll talk with announcers and coaches from around the region as we close the night on week 3 and we get ready for region play next Friday night. How about region play kicking off your Labor Day weekend next Friday night?
Yeah, cannot wait. Same formation for Miners. Bad snap, and there was a motion penalty before that. That'll bail them out.
Yeah. That is a mistake. And now maybe you, instead of having a chance to run it, you probably got to change your mind here and throw it.
Looks like they will bring in Bayer, the starting quarterback, who's also their pooch punter. But still, 4th and less than 10, you anticipate they might pull the trigger here instead of punting it away.
Yeah, do you pin them deep with the explosive big playability Pineview has, or do you roll the dice here?
Gotta go.
I think you got to go for it here. It's still early second quarter, though. McCurdy in motion, pistol formation. Bayer going to throw. Blitz comes from Becker, stepping up in the pocket, and he is going to get away, rolling to the right. Right at the scrimmage line, he throws, and it's complete. A clutch 4th down, pitch and catch. Buying time was Bayer, and then finding his man down the field for a Fabulous Freddy's.
First down and the biggest play of the game for Bayer so far tonight. The signal caller for the Miners. He avoids Ryan Jordan, who rarely misses opportunities to sack the quarterback. Goes inside and out, just barely shake and bakes past Jordan, and then makes a beautiful throw going against his body back for the first down to Brogan Reese.
Yeah, Reese clutch. There's a flag, and it's an ineligible man downfield, so wipe the first down away, and that'll back them up. That is a tough penalty. By the way, it is 6-6 at the end of the first quarter. How about Crimson Cliffs and Pineview tied 6-6? Now, I had a lot of fun today talking with Coach Wayne Alafopo, the Crimson D coordinator, and Pineview head coach Andy Stokes. As we see, there's the ineligible man downfield, number 78. Tried to jump back, but he was way too far.
Lost his head there. It was a long play to develop, but he knew exactly he was in the wrong spot, as they'll go for it again here.
And throwing is Bayer, looking all the way down the field, one-on-one, underthrown, little bit of contact, no flags fly, and it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, he came back for it, expecting it to be underthrown, and then it was overthrown. Mckenzie just stopped, put his hands up, and there was contact, not enough to draw a flag. And once again, Pineview in good position on those long throws and avoid getting penalties. Great job by Dominic Mckenzie, as the big fella, Sam Alford, came back for the ball, but there wasn't enough contact to throw the flag. I think a good no call.
And here comes Sawyer Woods again. Woods out of the gun. 10:36 to go in quarter number 2, 14-7. Pineview leading Park City. Keith Adams going to go all the way to the sideline, turn upfield, and Keith Adams going to pick up about 5 yards.
Adams has been steady tonight, getting a lot of those first down carries. Good job on the stretch. Blocking there by Pineview. Braden Nomi hooking his guy and allowing the outside corner to be gotten there by Adams.
And now Pineview wanting to go a little bit quicker here. Second down, Wood's going to throw. Going over the middle, wide open, McKenzie, and Marcus McKenzie catches it. 5, touchdown. McKenzie makes it 27 PAT. Penny had to adjust back to it, and Woods with his 3rd touchdown here in the first half.
And they've got the McKenzie twins in a twins formation on the right side. They're both running deep routes, and Marcus runs a post, and Woods just throws it up to him. No safety over the top. Their eyes are on Dominic. This time Marcus reels it in for an easy touchdown. How explosive is this offense? Another long touchdown score for Sawyer Woods.
And it's the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. Keep it simple. Dr. Hendrickson has the experience. He's extracted over 30,000 teeth and counting. And Austin Cogan out for the kick with 9:56 left in the second quarter. A little edge rush, but it's up and it's through. 21 unanswered points for the Panthers. Woods throwing dimes all over the place, and the Panthers have the advantage, and we'll be right back.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Panthers going to kick off leading 21-7. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson with you. Ideal home and paint. Hey, they have that for you. Want to paint inside or out at the home store, South River Road, or, of course, the automotive store on East Tabernacle. Ideal has that. Kogan pooches it again. Remember, they muffed one. This one is caught, fair caught, and here comes Park City. Kind of an important drive here, AT. Down by 14 all of a sudden with the big plays this Panther offense has been making here in the first half.
Yeah, they seem unguardable. When Pineview's on offense, there's just so many different guys they can go to, and they can score in a blink of an eye. So, yeah, I think Park City's got to eat up some clock. They got to try to do what they did the first possession, which is run the ball a lot, take a bunch of time off, and try to make this a one-possession game. But Pineview's done excellent. That defensive line has really buckled down and getting some help in the run game from the secondary, and Ryan Jordan and Ayutono have been great in the box.
Right now, 7 in the box. And they're going to run it right up the middle. There's a good crease. McCurdy could go. He's off to the races. McCurdy to the midfield, to the 40, to the 30. Nobody's going to catch him. And there's the big play the other way, right up the middle. It's McCurdy all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And everybody was in the box, and there was no second layer of defense 5, 7, 10 yards back. So once you get past that first front, that's all you have to get past. McCurdy, probably the fastest guy on this team that we've seen so far. Beautiful blocking, and makes a huge play for Park City, and they were desperate for a big play after giving up a bunch to Pineview, and we see a little explosiveness from McCurdy.
80-yard touchdown run by McCurdy. Will McCurdy's a sophomore, 5'9", just a $145 or so, but he is fast. Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point is up and good. We'll take the timeout on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. 21-14. Pineview has the lead. 9:44 left in the first half.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Welcome back. Miners going to kick off, and this one going to be into the end zone for a touchback as Turner Williams was chasing, but big kick there. But how about that? You needed a play, and the Miners get a big play.
Yeah, much needed after one good possession, then a few where they couldn't go anywhere throwing the ball or running the ball, and just first down, and it right up the middle. Pineview's crowding the box. Everybody's up at the line of scrimmage, and there goes McCurdy, the speedster. And we'll see if, I don't know what Park City can do. I mean, when you have both of those McKenzies over, and now they're going to have them on the trip side with Williams. We'll see if they go to them again this possession as we have movement, I think, on the Panthers offensive line. They'll go back 5 yards.
Already fireworks offensively in this game. 247 yards as we check the Wilkinson stats. And a lot of that coming through the air. 230 passing so far for Sawyer Woods. He's going to try to set up the screen. He completes it to McKenzie. Dominic going to stay outside and mosey upfield. And Dominic will pick up about 5 yards.
And a good play call when the DBs are going to back up and give you a huge cushion after beating them deep. You throw a little screen pass, you get a good block there by Williams, and then Marcus maybe could have done a better job getting up and blocking there for his brother, but would have been a short gain nonetheless. Second down coming up for Pineview.
And here comes Woods, going to RPO give it to Adams. Adams on that right side. He's just going to try to get close to the sticks. And they only gave him about 4 yards on that first completion of McKenzie.
And you go to the short side on a stretch play when you think you have leverage and numbers, but good job by Park City coming up just before the sticks and making the stop.
So third down, about 4 more yards there. And money down, third down. And Woods ready to go. RPO, give it to Adams. Adams gonna dive for the first down, and he got it just barely on that lunge ahead.
Great awareness of where the sticks are, lays out, and just by the hair of the ball, gets a first down, runs into his own lineman, who really should get credit for that tackle. But they trust Keith Adams in key situations, short yardage, to be the power back and to get the first down, and that's exactly what he did there. Looks like another offsides penalty. Nose guard jumped offsides, pushed the center over, and it will be encroachment against the defense.
Miners have not thrown it well offensively, just 1 of 7, but they have got 2 rushing touchdowns. On the flip side, Sawyer Woods, 6 of 14, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception was on a 4th down where he had to try to make a play. Now he's going to go over the middle, and it's going to be caught by Turner Williams, and that's another Fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and those little seam/skinny post routes have been open regardless of who's running them. And Sawyer Woods has been on the money. Little fake handoff to Adams. Throws a beautiful spiral before the safeties can get to Williams for another Fabulous Freddy's first down. Great game so far by Sawyer Woods.
Yep, 7th completion of the night, and timeout with 9 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. 21-14 on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Pineview leads Park City. We'll be right back.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
We're back, Devin and Andy, hanging out. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at InfoWest, opening the halftime show, but still a lot of second quarter action to go. Moten with the catch over the middle. He's going to fight for some yak yards, and he's going to move the chains.
Tough nose catch. Takes a hit in the stomach. Keeps his feet and gets a Fabulous Freddy's first down. How about Tyson Moten? And that is just being connected with your quarterback, because he hesitates there and then keeps going on the route. He can kind of dictate where he stops against a zone, and that time did a great job being in sync with Woods, kept going, made himself open, and got the first down.
No question. Now new set of downs, and they'll fake it to Adams. They'll go up top, and it is going to be in and out of the hands. Maybe the DB jumped in front of the eyes of Moten, and it's incomplete. Some scores for you. Ridgeline has beat Snow Canyon 42-7. That game's a final. Other scores tonight, 20-7. Desert Hills leading Spanish Fork right now. Timpanogos leading Hurricane 21-7. Here, 21-14. Adams going back to work on the ground, trying the left side. Flag comes out, not much sledding room. Pineview leading 7-3 over Cedar right now, Andy. That's that crosstown rivalry up in Iron County. How about this? Crimson and Pineview are tied 9-9. Andy Stokes, head coach at Pineview, coaching against his old coaching buddy, Wayne Alofpo, the defensive coordinator. Andy calling plays and Wayne scheming.
Yeah. That was a fun coaching staff to cover a few years ago for the Dixie Flyers.
Absolutely.
9-9. Wow. How about them Mustangs?
Yeah, Nolan. I told you Nolan Perry was crazy. I did not think that would be a 52-point game. 52 points favorites was Pineview. They are 11th in the statewide top 25 poll. Crimson is not ranked, and they're 1-1, both teams. But Lone Peak was the loss, and they're really good. Now Woods up top. Dominic Mckenzie, lights out, touchdown, his second of the night. This one, 45 yards, and what a dime by Sawyer Woods.
And we've seen post after post. This time we see a corner route and beautiful catch over the shoulder with the mitts by Dom Mckenzie.
How about Woods just taking a look, never takes his eyes off Dom. 45 yards, drops it in perfectly, and Dominic with his second of the night. Pineview up 27-14, PAT pending. 8:09 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Here is Austin Cogan for our Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. He's made it look pretty simple tonight, and he is 4 for 4. We'll take the timeout, 28-14. Panthers have the 2-score lead again on the We Win injury loss scoreboard. They win for you, period.
Right now is the time to improve and get ready for the upcoming basketball season. And the best facility with brand new floors and top-notch training is at Nets on Fire inside the Be More Complex. Get small group training with elite coaches. It's time to improve your game. Just visit netsonfire.org.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
We're back live. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson hanging out. Sawyer Woods put on a clinic tonight, folks. 4 touchdown passes. Andy, this kid looks like a senior that's making his 20th start of his career, not his first ever career start.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's throwing it to open receivers, but it's not just him throwing it over the top to Mckenzie's. He's putting it right on the numbers, but also when he's reading the zone and that pass, he just throw that last possession to Moten, some of the throws he's made to Williams, he's having to go through his progressions and have a really good pre-snap read to know what his 2 options are to throw to, and then he's making the right decision. So a lot of credit to Sawyer Woods, who has been spot on tonight here in the first half for Pineview.
Yeah, his stats so far are silly good. Just silly good, Andy. He has thrown 10 of 19, 312, 4 touchdowns.
With 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Incredible. Yeah, when you have playmakers like they have, and the McKenzies have done a lot of it tonight, but so has Williams. Turner Williams, he's been excellent. Tyson Moten's made a couple of catches in traffic. Just so many guys they could go to in such a great system where guys come open more often than not.
10 of 9, I mean, wow. And that last ball was perfect. And now Park City has got to try to answer. This is getting fun for Gary Croton right now. And run up the middle and a couple yard pickup for the Miners. We got a Region 10 Hearst Ace Hardware update. How about the Flyers? No Bronson Barbin. Jalen Schultz got the start at quarterback tonight. Expected to see Seth the Cow a little bit. Flyers lead 8-0, and they've already missed a field goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for the Flyers. Trying to rebound, get their first win of the year after losing a tight one to Riverton last week.
Devin and Andy hanging out here. We'll see if Parks. They answered last drive to get back within one score. They need to do it again. Tabarachi going to go right side. There's Ryan Jordan. Etunu there as well, and not much room to run for the Miners running back.
Great job by Dylan Becker getting left side from the secondary position, read and run, and fighting through a block and making a play. That is a great effort play by Becker.
7:01 and ticking left here on the Nets on Fire clock. Park City get 3rd and 5. You're just tuning in here on 97.7 ESPN, your sports leader. You can also watch this game on CEC TV, TDS channel 108, or watch it on our website, sportsradio977.com. Bayer going to throw, and he's going to go up top, and it's incomplete. Kind of in between his two intended receivers. And it's 4th down, and Park City most likely going to have to punt.
Really good coverage once again by Collison and Saransi on that left side for Pineview. And I think Bayer was trying to throw his guy open a little bit, but could not do it. Great one-on-one coverage on those deep routes all night long by the Panthers.
So Bayer stays in to kick this. But he doesn't kick it from very far back. Not your traditional punting formation.
And they got to call a timeout.
Yeah, somebody's uncovered out here. One receiver, nobody was picking up.
They got 2 guys back deep, and Park City just comes out in a regular 5-wide formation.
Coming up at the halftime, we'll have a complete look inside our InfoWest halftime show at all the Region 9 scores. Highlights from this one. Stats brought to you by Wilkinson's, who want Region 10 to light it up since 1946. Wilkinson's House of Lighting has been a fan of all Southern Utah sports, lights, fans, fixtures. You'll find them. Contractors, homeowners, always welcome at Wilkinson's. That punt formation, that right out the gate, they pooched it. So Pineview, though, here still having a little trouble getting their assignments right because you don't face that punt formation ever.
Right.
Which is kind of smart for Park City to roll it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll do it again here. And really, if you're Park City, whether you give Pineview the ball on their own 30 or on your 30, it's really not that big of a difference, right?
Right. They can score so fast from anywhere. And there's the kick, and it is going to be returnable by Turner Williams from his own 30, but he bobbles it, picks it up. Now he's going to have to race to the right. He tries to stiff arm, and he's going to be bottled up and taken down. He's going to lose 5 yards.
Great job by Tabarachi. That is a physical kid. He's going to be playing college football somewhere.
No question. I like him.
Doing it all offense, defense, special teams. Williams couldn't run away from him.
Williams maybe got away with little hands to the face there on the stiff arm, too.
See if they go for the jugular early in this possession.
Why not?
With press coverage near side on Dominic Mckenzie with a safety shading over.
Yeah, it's still first quarter. You're only up 14. Scoreboard just went down. Now Sawyer Woods going back to work. Trips to the far side, and they'll blow it dead because the scoreboard clock, the score and the clock time went down here at Pineview. So the referee stopping play momentarily here to try to fix that. Now he's going to have a little fun with Coach Gary Croton. Coach Hosner out on the field as well. Ball is at Pineview's own 24. First and 10 after the punt by Park City. 6:27 left to go in the first half. They may have to keep the clock on the field, Andy, because the top of the scoreboard has disappeared.
Scoreboard's been getting a lot of action here in the first half. The We Win Injury Law scoreboard. 28-14, Pineview with the lead. And 4 huge plays for touchdown. Big, long plays for Sawyer Woods in this receiving corps.
Appreciate Intermountain Sports Performance. Training local athletes. They put so many of their athletes to the varsity level and then on to college. Speed, agility, power. You need a little push. You need the expert trainers at Intermountain Sports Performance. Look them up on Instagram. Or give them a call for other training packages. First and 10, Pineview. Scoreboard's not working, so we will not know what the clock is officially here. Woods all day to throw. Falanico giving him some time. Now Wood's going to run, and then he's going to lose yardage. There is a flag, and maybe that's why he had so much time. There might have been a hold there on the Panthers' O-line. And now the clock is working again. That is good news. So the clock shows 6:17. I'm not sure how much time ran off on the play, if that's correct or not. I know the score is 28-14 Panthers, and the flag is going against Pineview. That'll back them up 10 on the hold.
And we'll see if they drop another one of those bubble or tunnel screens or throw it to Keith Adams out of the backfield. We haven't seen that yet today from Pineview.
No, they have thrown it to him a couple times. They haven't broke the big one. Remember, 2 weeks ago in the season opener, he had 2 touchdown receptions out of the backfield. Now he try to roll Woods out. He fakes the pass. Now he's got some room to run right up the middle, slides, takes a hit. Panthers probably wanted a flag as he gave himself up. He kind of slid late, though.
Heady play by Woods to fake the throw over, get 3 guys to move on the scramble out towards Keith Adams.
Just Sawyer Woods showing you a little bit of his running ability. That's a nice pump fake there. 10-19 through the air. 312, 4 touchdowns. They stay on the ground, though. Adams breaks a tackle, bounce to the outside. Adams going to have a first down out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. There's Keith Adams' longest run of the night.
The shake and bake from Keith Adams. He looked like, man, I might not get another chance to make a big play. We could score at any time, so I'm going to try to get outside here and make something happen. Good job by Williams getting away with a couple of defenders there for Adams near the end of the run.
5:20 and ticking on the Nets on Fire clock. 28-14 Panthers lead the Miners in their home opener. Pineview trying to go 3-0 with a victory. Run it to Adams. Adams going to get 2.
Good job by that Park City defensive line, the big fella there, stuffing it. Ian Morris taking up a couple gaps there on the inside zone.
8 carries now for 29 yards on that pickup of 2 for Keith Adams. How about Dominic Mckenzie? 3 catches in the first half, 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. Talking about Woods numbers, but Dom grabs another one. That's his 4th catch, but he had to go down and his knee touched, and so it's going to be no gain.
And a huge situation here for Park City. If they could get the ball back just down 2 scores, that's a huge win for the type of half that Pineview's had offensively.
3rd and 8. trips to the short side. Ball's close to the near hash. Sidecar right out of the gun is Adams next to Woods. Woods has the snap, looking to throw. Has time, fires it over the middle. Dominic Mckenzie, that's a fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and once again, Park City tries to cover. They only send 3 guys. Woods has all day. You can't cover the Panthers when they've got 4 or 5 receivers out in a route, and that's an easy first down.
14-yard pickup there. Pretty good location on that ball from Woods, huh, Andy?
Yeah, I just feel like this Park City zone is just soft, and there's just too many gaps, and these receivers for Pineview are too experienced at finding them, and they've been taking advantage.
And there's the throw, and it is almost caught.
Put it up for Moten, who made a really athletic, acrobatic try at it, but was clipped midair as the ball hit off his gloves. Go incomplete. A little Ginger on the get up there. We'll see first down. They trust Woods. Just throw it up. On the left end there, he threw it a little far too inside as Moten was uncovered after about 10 yards down the sideline. Good recovery defense there by the safety of Park City. That was Carson Baines. They're going to throw it over the middle again. Incomplete off the hands of Turner Williams. A little bit high and a lot of mustard on that one from Woods.
Just a little play action there to try to freeze those backers, get them in behind. Not a bad throw, though. Didn't miss by much.
Good delivery.
3rd and 10. Panthers in Minor territory. Scoreboard just went out again and offsides. Uh-oh. Minor's defensive end over there jumping into the neutral zone. That was number 55, Joe Reimer, I believe.
That's happened a couple times to the Miners.
And that makes this 3rd and 5 a little decision time. 3rd and 10, you're throwing. 3rd and 5, you're in Minor territory. Maybe you run Adams here and play 4-down game if you don't get it.
And you've got Dom McKenzie one-on-one coverage. He's got a huge cushion, but he can run past anybody.
Play action, they're going to go incomplete. Sawyer Woods, I think, maybe mixed up on those routes there and just threw it away.
Yeah, Williams went inside, and Dom stopped at about 15 yards and came back, and he threw it on a go, and nobody was there. First miscue really on 3rd down for Woods. And Park City, you know, they could score before the half here. Pretty remarkable to keep it within 1 score with how explosive this Pineview offense has been.
There's the kick by Kogan, end over end, landing at about the 10 and checking up, and then finally down at about the 2. That's pinning him
Kogan.
deep. Yeah, Kogan has had a nice game. That's just how you want to draw it up. Soft touch off the right leg of Austin Kogan.
Amazing. His 2nd punt tonight, where it's been down inside the 10, inside the 5 this time. Tremendous.
(28-14) Panthers coming up with the InfoWest halftime show. We've got a lot of stats to talk about because Pineview is stat stacking right now, AT. And they've got Park City pinned deep, and the Panthers lead by 14 points. RPO give to McCurdy. McCurdy's going to get a little bit of room as he fights ahead near the 5. Got to be careful here deep in your own territory. You don't want to give up a sack. That's a pretty big run just to give him a little bit of room from the goal line.
Trying to fight through Ryan Jordan, who was coming downhill on the snap.
And now Bear out of the gun. And off again. McCurdy right up the middle, using that quickness, try to find a hole, and he'll get another positive gain of about 3 yards. Be 3rd and 5.
Let's see if they trust him to throw here on 3rd down. Figure maybe Tabarachi involved if they're going to run it, but I think with just under 3 minutes left to go. Get a conversion here in March. You can't be conservative when you have the ball. Pineview's going to score a lot more in the second half.
Got an update for you, and it's a little bit of an alarming one after this play. It's a pass, and it's got it complete, and a nice little hit there, but he bounces off and gets it out near the 24-yard line. Boy, oh boy. That was a get-floored collision there. Get-floored construction. They have homes for sale. Of course, you can see the Get Floored showroom with all their flooring. And watch this right here. You got floored.
Missile.
But he bounced off of it.
Love the play call. Play action, roll out, throw it to a wide open up back for a first down. Great job there by Park City.
Crimson hanging with Pineview, 16-9.5, but Chase Hansen has been knocked out. I'm hearing he's in a sling, and Kell, the backup quarterback, is in for Crimson. That's another injured Region 9 player. There's been a lot of injuries so far this season, especially to the quarterback position, and nobody knows that as well as the Pineview Panthers, who've had a number of their quarterbacks dinged up. Nice little run here by Tabarachi, off left tackle for positive yardage, about a 7-yard pickup out to the 30. So it's second down and 3. As always, we're looking for the big score dessert. We've already got it, folks. Pineview's already eclipsed 25 points. So that means no matter what, everybody can go get the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert at Yogurtland, the St. George Yogurtland only. 5 ounces free yogurt. Compliments of Holbrook Asphalt. Bear going to throw. Going up top, one-on-one, and it is caught. What a catch. Climbing the ladder, Joseph Eldridge into Panther territory, down to about the 39.
I thought that ball was overthrown by 5 yards. Eldridge, stretch. Beautiful catch.
31-yard pickup. Maybe would have scored if he could have kept his feet, but he had to dive, fully extend. Actually, it's going to be about a 36-yard gain, excuse me. Ball at the 35. "35-yard pitch and catch. That's the longest completion of the night for Park City. Handoff, Tabarachi starts left, goes right. Tackled and dropped. Ryan Jordan on the stop for Pineview. Leads the Panthers coming in tonight with 18. See how many tackles Jordan's got tonight. That's his 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Toloa has 4. Dylan Becker, Byron Colson have 3 each to lead the defense. Scott Gibson, Aaron Capellini, timeout. We'll take it on the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard. 28-14, Pineview leads Park City. 1:37 left in the first half. We'll be right back.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
The real estate market in Southern Utah is booming. Before you sell, talk to a Red Rock real estate agent to see what your home is worth. You may be surprised. If you're looking to buy a home, check out all their listings at redrockrealestate.com. Voted the best real estate company in Southern Utah 2 years in a row. Red Rock Real Estate.
Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson hanging out with you, watching a little fireworks in the first half. 28-14, Pineview leads, but Park City deferred as that pass on an out route is short and incomplete. So they score here, Andy, maybe leave Pineview no time.
Right.
They do get the ball to start the second half. So
Yeah,
this is a
absolutely.
very important drive.
They need 7 here. They can't have a lot more empty possessions in this game. Made some big plays, great play calling on this possession. Now an opportunity to do it again here on third down. I love the rollout. I don't know if you can pull it off again on a naked bootleg and throw it to a wide open fullback like they did last time, but we'll see. You got 2 backs with them in the backfield.
Number 1 team in the state, Corner Canyon, winning 28-0 tonight over Bingham. run. Tabarachi and drilled and dropped at the 30-yard line. Got maybe a yard, and that was it.
Tasi Lolotai in the backfield. Penetration. Strafes off his guy and gets to the legs of Tabarachi.
And Jordan helping out up high there. Not quite a get floored worthy hit, but a really good tackle. I mean, that's with the rules today, that's exactly how you want your guys to tackle, right, AT? So 4th down time for the Miners. And they've been going quite a bit in this first half. Why not? Got to do it here. Gonna throw. Bayer looking back to the left side, and it is deflected last second. What a play by the Panthers out wide.
And they had a wide open Joseph Eldridge on a post. Nobody was within 10 yards of him. Would have been a walk-in touchdown. Luckily for the Panthers, Bayer didn't look his way. Tried to force it to Tabarachi. We got a player down.
Just a beautiful job climbing the ladder, getting it at the highest point, deflecting that. Dylan Becker was the guy, I believe, that made the play. Quarterback took a shot, didn't he, Bayer? Oh, he took a shot. Yeah, top of your screen for our television stream audience, wide open was Eldridge.
Yeah.
But
Tabarachi.
Dylan Becker with the pass breakup. Injury timeout brought to you by the Intermountain Sports Medicine team. Of course, the trainers keeping our athletes safe in Region 10. Excited to partner with the good doctors at Intermountain Sports Medicine again this year. It was Tabarachi slow to get up. I'm surprised Bayer wasn't slow to get up after that hit he took as he released that football. Tonight's game also brought to you by Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy. A couple Southern Utah locations. Walk-ins welcome. Ask for the MVP treatment at Sport Clips. 33 seconds to go. Panthers have some time here, Andy, with the big playability. They're up by 14. Out of the gun, it's Woods. Woods is going to throw it. Dump it outside to Adams. Makes the grab.
Ooh.
Oh, he floors a DB. Wow. That is not a DB. That is Carson Navarro. 5'10", about $190. And Keith Adams says, you're getting floored. Brought to you by Get Floored Construction.
Look at how low Adams gets here and just whoop.
Dump it to Adams again. Adams out across the 43 to about the 44. And they'll stop the clock with 12.2 while they move the chains. Coach Hausner does have one timeout left, and he's going to use it.
And Adams is down on the field after that. He gets up, and then goes back down. Looks to be in some pain. I didn't see exactly what happened on that play, but Tabarachi for Park City was down a couple plays ago now. Star running back from Pineview down as the trainers go out. Looks like he's back up on his feet. And we'll get a cheer from the audience. And now we'll go back down.
Yeah. That's not good. You don't want to get him hurt. That was a pretty big collision. But on the Fabulous Freddy's first down, that stops the clock. I thought I saw Coach Hausner signal for a timeout. Adams, no weight. Putting no weight. Training staff will let Coach Hausner and one of the assistant coaches, I think that's Coach Ben Meyer, get him to the sideline, and then they'll go to work. Looked like maybe that was a knee. Woods going to throw. 6 seconds left in that. 5. Got to get out of bounds or clock it. He's going to be hit and dropped, and that'll do it for the first half. Or do they have a 10th or 2 left? He did get right near the sticks. Officials are going to say that's the end of the half. An exciting first half. 28-14, our halftime score on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. We win. If you've been in an accident, bitten by a dog, we win for you, period. We Win Injury Law. We'll take the break. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we fire up the InfoWest halftime report We'll get scores from around the region, rundown of all the Wilkinson stats, plus highlights for our streaming audience on sportsradio977.com, as well as our TV audience on CEC TV. We'll take the 2-minute timeout. All Panthers, they lead by 14 at the break. Stay with us.
Less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Shopping sprees, sip my ties, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not as they seem.
Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts so stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating, funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife.
Lives of great men all remind us that our lives can be sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing, shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate. Still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Pineview High School. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson with you. InfoWest halftime report, 28-14. Our score here at the half. And if we have some highlights from our cameramen and women of CEC TV, we can check on those.
Persons.
Camera
is what we
people,
call them.
yeah.
Politically correct.
Got a new replay machine working well tonight. Here we go. A lot of big plays early for Park City. They score first. This is the play that set up the touchdown, as Tabarachi got it into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, and then he takes it in from 10 yards out, basically untouched.
After that first drive, I was like, oh, Pineview's in trouble. These guys are physical, and that Tabarachi kid is a beast. But Pineview responded. Sawyer Woods proved over and over again. He's composed in the pocket. He makes the right reads. There's a big sack by Becker coming off the left edge, unblocked for Pineview, and then Woods throwing it over the middle to Williams, who shows off the Jets, outruns everybody for the first touchdown of the game for Pineview.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? And he shows you he's got some wheels between him and McKenzie, Moten, and here's Woods finding Dominic Mckenzie. No touch, as you like to say, and bye-bye. Dominic Mckenzie, 75 yards into that end zone, and the Pineview Panthers were rolling right along. 14 straight points after that. And then watch this kick, Andy. This kick mishandled. Disaster for Park City. Panthers would have scored, but you can't advance a muffed kick, so they blow it dead.
Yeah, great kick. Sersansi puts a big hit on him, and then they get it back. But this time Woods, on a fourth down, tries to force it in, I believe, over to Moten. Doesn't see the linebacker who makes the interception, but.
Watch this throw. Just a little bit underthrown, no problem. Marcus McKenzie right there. At this point, It's 21-7. And that's 21 unanswered for the Panthers. But then McCurdy, you're down 2 scores, 80 yards, see you later, right up the middle. They'll have to address that gap control on the film. But Pineview's offense would go back to work. We're not done with the scoring in the first half. We got one more coming your way. Nice little sustained drive, and then Sawyer Woods over the middle into Miner territory. Showing you the deep ball, showing you underneath. Sawyer Woods having a big first half. Continues to wait till guys get into space and then put it on their hands. And Sawyer Woods, maybe the best throw of the night right here.
Yeah, just lays it up over the shoulder. That is a beautiful throw and catch to Dom McKenzie, who gets his second touchdown catch of the first half.
Yeah, how about Dominic Mckenzie? 4 grabs, a $141 in the first half, and you mentioned it, 2 touchdowns. And then late in the half, trying to make a play, and there is Becker, deflection, and 28-14, our halftime score here at Pineview High School. Sawyer Woods, okay, not as good as he was last week when he came in the second half. He was 11-14, but 11-24 at the break, but you love this, 325 yards and 4 touchdowns for the junior quarterback, making his first ever high school varsity start.
And if you look at the yards per reception for his receivers, both McKenzie's are over 30, they're all, both at about 35 yards. Turner Williams is also at about 35 yards, and then Moten is more of the possession guy. He's got a couple catches for 18 yards, but he's got home run guys he can just throw it up to. It's been a fun first half.
And I like what he's doing too. Checking it down to Adams when he needs to out of the backfield. And Keith Adams got a little nicked up. That's a little cause for concern with the injury. But left the field getting carried off. He had 9 carries for 45 yards in the first half, but we'll have to wait and see. 28-14. We'll see if he comes back into this game in the second half. I would call him maybe questionable to doubtful at this point in time, but we have no information, no sideline reporter tonight. Byer for Park City, just 3 of 10, 63 yards as we run down more of the Wilkinson stats here at the half. How about McCurdy, 6 carries, 114 yards. You saw that 80-yarder moments ago for our TV and stream audience. And then those 3 receptions, just 1 for Eldridge. He was open and maybe would have scored, but he has 1 for 35. That is the biggest pass play of the night. They had the 80-yard touchdown on the ground, Park City did. And then 1 catch for, I think it was Chase Byer, and 1 catch for Carson Tabarachi out of the backfield. So just 3 completions for Park City. These DBs have been doing a really good job. They've been really hip-to-hip, blanket coverage, and then the front 7 doing a pretty good job, really, except for 2 plays. A 35-yard pass behind the defense and an 80-yard touchdown run. But pretty stingy. 28-14 at the half. Other supplemental stats, again, brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting. Ryan Jordan, 5 tackles. Jeffrey Toloa has 4. Dylan Becker with 3 on that pass breakup. Colson has 3. Tanner Fordham has 2. So does Eatonu in the first half for the Panthers defensively. Total yards, how about Pineview? 381, Park City 258. Pineview's ran 35 plays, Miners ran 31. Yards per play, 10.9 for Pineview, 8.3 for Park City. Only 63 passing for Park City, though, and 325. Penalties, 5 for 30 and for Park City, 3 for 25. It's been a pretty clean, well-played first half. The only 1 turnover was the muff punt, and Pineview did recover. So just 1 turnover in this game so far. How about third down conversions? Park City just 2 of 6, and on fourth down, 0 for 3 in this game. Pineview just 3 of 8 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. Those are your stats as the Panthers cheerleaders and maybe doing a little kids camp, and the kids are performing here at the half at Panther Stadium. On the We Win Injury Loss scoreboard, 28-14, Pineview leads. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back, get you scores from around the region after this.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Radio Dixie 91.3 Young.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. InfoWest Halftime Show. Let's get some scores for everybody. How about this score to start? Crimson Cliffs, Coach Tate, Coach Alapo, coaching against their good old buddy Andy Stokes, Pineview, who's the 11th ranked team in the state of Utah in the statewide rankings.
Right.
And it's 16-16, and Crimson's quarterback has been knocked out of that game.
Unbelievable. Now, that is horrible. Chase Hansen's had a great couple of games and is the leader of that team through and through, but the fact that Crimson is battling 2 quarters in is maybe a testament to how well the coaching staffs know each other. There's obviously, coming into this game, statewide, everybody thought, well, there's a huge talent discrepancy, but not so far through 2 quarters. Credit the Mustangs. Incredible. They're shocking everybody right now.
I've talked to a couple coaches that say Crimson is super sneaky, and we've been talking about how good that defense is. And right now, they're proving it. They are proving it. Other scores, 35-14 last report. Timpanogos is beating Hurricane. I'm seeing a score. I don't know if it's correct or not, but Dixie is beating Palm Desert 8-6. Is that correct? Did they get a safety and miss a PAT? I'm seeing 8-6. And Spanish Fork has taken their first lead of the night. They trailed 17-0. They've come back to take a 21-20 lead over Desert Hills in the third quarter right now. Just had a 99-yard scoring drive, and the Dawns are on top of the Thunder. And again, earlier tonight it was a final. Already game completed. It started at 5 p.m. Snow Canyon has lost for the first time this season, 42-7. To Ridgeline. How good is that Ridgeline team? We're going to have to watch that film.
Holy cow. I mean, I did not anticipate that. I know Ridgeline was favored, but the way Snow Canyon's defense had been playing, I know Morgan is a different team than Ridgeline, but to give up 42 points, yeah, that's unexpected for sure. And, one of those games that you have to bounce back from quick, mentally when you start region play next week for the Warriors.
Andy, let's bring it back to this one, shall we? As both teams are back out on the field, they'll put 2 minutes back up on the clock. So, got 2 minutes here to kind of break it down. You're Park City right now. What are you telling your kids?
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I think some of the issues you can deal with on the whiteboard in the locker room, but the other ones are just like, well, they got these kids that can just run past everybody and score. So there's some X's and O's stuff maybe they can do to prevent some of that. I think that they've been content to try to drop back into coverage and only send 3 guys against this inexperienced quarterback. If I'm Park City, you can't cover. You can't give him 7 seconds. Somebody's going to come open, and when they catch it, they're going for a touchdown. I think they need to send more pressure from the blind side or whatever to make him uncomfortable and get rid of it before the Mckenzies can get that far down the field and he can just launch it to him. So we'll see if they make those adjustments. I think offensively they had the one big play and the one sustained drive, and the rest of their drives were nothing. So they got to be more consistent on offense and get the pass game more consistent. I think Bayer is a talented kid, but he's missed people down the field, and he needs to be, really step up in the second half and throw some strikes, because it can't all be Tabarachi. They're keying him, and after that first drive, he hasn't been able to do much running the ball.
Halftime score 28-14. Both teams ready to go. Now Park City will get the football to start the second half. So if they could have maybe punched it in there late when they had the ball, they could have had a chance maybe to tie this game. But this is still a very important drive to try to get it back to one possession game. And if you're Park City, you're probably feeling pretty good. You're on the road. You're trying to win your first game of the season, and you're playing one of the better teams in the state. I mean, Pineview is number 20 statewide in the latest rankings. Park City's 0-2, so you're pretty fired up. You're telling your kids you got to believe at this point, but they have given up too many big plays.
Yes.
This Pineview offense is so explosive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would like to see Park City, if I'm a Park City fan, to get the ball to Sam Alford a little bit. He's that big athletic receiver. Also Joseph Eldridge, who made that incredible catch near the end of the first half. They've got the talented guys. They just haven't been able to get the ball in their hands, and a lot of that is because Pineview in coverage has been excellent. But another part of that is the quarterback just needs to put it in a position, throw it earlier on to where it's not just a jump ball, because they haven't been winning jump balls. But they do have talented guys all around them. They just need to get the ball in their hands.
Again, if you just tuned in or missed it, Sawyer Woods, they've updated the stats now. Colby Nielsen, our statistician tonight, 13 of 26, 339 for touchdowns. The number to start the second half for Woods. Dominic Mckenzie, 4 catches, 141 and 2 touchdowns. Turner Williams, 3 catches, 104, 1 touchdown. And Marcus McKenzie, 2 grabs, 62 yards, and another touchdown. The Stars are out at Pineview High tonight offensively. And Nalu and Ryan Jordan and these defensive guys, Becker, they have brought it tonight. Panthers, Austin Kogan set to kick off. Halftime presented by InfoWest, the internet people. Go to InfoWest.com to learn more with your hometown internet team at InfoWest. Stats brought to you by Wilkinson's, and our score updates brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson, let's put 12 on the third quarter clock, and let's play some more football under the lights now on a Friday night. Kogan striding it out, getting his steps where he wants them to be. Will he pooch it again? Probably. He's been kind of sticking with that all night long. Nope, he kicks this one all the way deep, but it's returnable from the 5. Straight up the middle, out across the 20, 25, and near the 30. And decent return there of about 25, maybe 26 yards by the Miners.
Yeah, we see the speed and stride of Alfred there on the return for the Miners. We'll see what changes they come out with in this first possession offensively.
Tackled by Preston Christensen, the junior backup free safety, doing a little work on the special teams unit. Becker was over there talking to Beckstrand, Benjamin Beckstrand. A couple other Sky Mountain starters in the second half. Got number 32 for the Panthers, Tanner Fordham. Called his name a couple times in the first half. Colson on one corner, Saranzin on the other. Run to McCurdy. McCurdy goes left, cuts north and south, and he'll pick up 2 yards on first down. It'll bring up second down and 8.
And Pineview has been awesome against the run for the bigger part of this game. Good penetration from the defensive line. Allow Ryan Jordan to come up and help out Pilimai with the tackle.
Timpview has scored. Timpview now leads 24-16 over Crimson Cliffs. Win or lose, Crimson hanging with one of the best 5A schools in the state. And there's still some time where Crimson can come back, but they're down 8 right now. Pitch it out wide. And McCurdy's going to be near a first down. Got thrown down right close to the 40-yard line.
Like that play to him. We've seen it go to Tabarachi a couple times. Just a pitch with the lead blockers. It allows him to get some space and get going to the edge. And just short of the first down there.
Just shy of the first down, so 3rd and 1. Not much doing tonight on the ground, but a lot more on the ground than through the air for Park City. Because of that 80-yard touchdown run, the rushing numbers look pretty good. They need 1 here. And McCurdy diving, and that is a Fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and they are sticking with him, even in a short yardage situation. You'd expect the big fella Tabarachi, who did go down with an injury in the first half. We'll see if we see him on defense, but so far, McCurdy doing a good job for Park City. Trying to see if number 2 just subbed in for McCurdy there. And no, number 15. Blake Tabarachi in at the pistol.
Yep, out of the gun, Bayer. Play action, going to roll right, throw, and it's a comeback route in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, had that open guy, that's Alfred, coming around on an intermediate route on a rollout. I like that play action, roll him out, and just throws it a little wide. Misses another open guy, incomplete. And I'll make some substitutions as Marcus McKenzie and maybe Dom both come in here on 2nd down and 10 to play safety.
Yeah, they didn't start, but you got some speed on the back end when it may be a passing situation. They instead give it RPO run, and McCurdy's going to spin out of a tackle, and he's going to be hit and dropped. And it's a gain of about 15, maybe give him 16 yards. How about McCurdy tonight doing a lot of the heavy lifting on offense? Actually, that was not McCurdy. That was number 15. I apologize. That was Blake Tabarachi.
Yeah, he's getting his first couple carries, subbing in for the other Tabarachi. And just like a pinball off Panthers, gets a first down. Great run. Nice little spurt there by number 15.
Yeah, I like that. They're definitely keeping guys fresh. Changing out their backs. Seen 3 different backs getting some work tonight for the Miners. 28-14, Pineview leads. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pistol, pitch it, quick pitch it outside. And it's going to be another positive run as Becker comes in, makes a tackle. Ian Becker coming in on McCurdy and making that stop.
And that's where they've had their success running the ball, except for the one right up the middle that McCurdy took 80 yards. This one, McCurdy gets to the outside. They pulled 2 linemen. They're being physical on the outside linebackers and secondary, and they're just kind of going edge to edge and picking up chunks here on this possession.
Park City breaks the huddle. From the Panther 35-yard line, it's 2nd down and 4. Panthers up by 14. Very important drive on the opening possession of the second half for the Miners. Rolling right, looking to throw. Bear's going to tuck, now running. He's going to get hit, and he got floored. He got floored by number 57 of the Panthers, Jeffrey Taloa. And that big hit brought to you by Get Floored Construction. Watch this.
Doesn't give himself up, and the big fella.
Oh, yeah.
From the blind side. Just.
Is that got a chance to make the top plays of the week?
Absolutely. Let's give a defensive player a little spotlight. Great hit. They've had a few of them tonight.
Get Floored Construction has homes for sale and specializes in remodeling your existing home. Call Christian Jensen with Get Floored today, 773-2667, or getflooredsouthernutah.com. Here's McCurdy on another run out to the left side, and he's going to have a Fabulous Freddy's.
First down.
McCurdy. He's speedy.
And it's like a little league type of offense where it's just like run around the left corner, run around the right corner.
But look at that second level, how far downfield the offensive, a couple pulling.
And that's what we saw that first possession where they marched, and we haven't seen it until this possession, the first one of the second half. And they're taking some time off the clock.
Yeah,
which is exactly what they want to do.
Less than 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. And finally snapping it. Bayer looking to throw. Dancing around the pocket. Rolls to left. Still has time. Now they put pressure on him. He throws it, and it is incomplete.
And dangerous. Marcus McKenzie almost was able to pick that one off. The intended receiver wanted a grab call on McKenzie. But Bayer just trying to make something happen. Late pressure comes from Aotunu. He throws it late over the middle. And luckily for the Miners, it falls incomplete, and they live to fight another down, second down inside the red zone.
Clock stopped here with 7:05 left in the third quarter. 28-14, Panthers lead on the We Win injury law scoreboard. Need 10 to get the first down. Staying in the pocket. Bayer now going to roll left and run, and he's going to get a nice little run to the outside before he's driven out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job pulling it down. He ran away. I thought Ryan Jordan was going to be able to grab him and pull him down from behind, but Bayer outruns him, gets to the edge, and makes it 3rd and short.
Clock will stop. 3rd and 2. And what do you go with here, Andy?
I think you run it. I mean, even without Tabarachi, I think you can run it right up the middle, and they do. McCurdy gets into the end zone, breaks a couple tackles, and nothing fancy that time. He has some burst right up the middle, explodes through. Great second-level blocking again by Park City.
I froze on the call because I thought that hit, he was going to go down, and then he just kept going. McCurdy, second rushing touchdown of the night. Now I'm hearing Dixie leads Palm Desert 14-0 with 4:40 left in the third. We had a weird score for some reason earlier. I thought 8-6 sounded weird. Here it's 28-21. We'll keep it here through the break. And the Panthers now have seen Park City get within one score again. That was a really impressive drive to start the second half. How much? They took 5 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how they need to win this game. They've had 2 possessions like that, and they just need to try to do that every time. It's clear that they have an advantage on the edges when they pull a tackle and a guard around, and regardless if it's Tabarachi number 2 or Tabarachi number 15 or McCurdy, they're getting the edges, and that's how they marched. And then that last one was just a great run by McCurdy right up the middle, bouncing off people and flinging himself into the end zone.
Just a reminder, the Big Score Dessert is in effect. So if you're listening on radio or watching on TV, you're heading out later this evening, head to Yogurtland for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert with over 25 points scored tonight, and they got it in the first half. Everybody gets 5 free ounces frozen yogurt. Just ask for it at checkout at the St. George Yogurtland. Bobbled kick return by Moat, and he finally gathers it up and is going to get to the right side and get tackled at about the 10-yard line. And not good field possession here for Pineview on their opening possession of the second half. Is there a flag on the field?
Yeah, a flag came out at about the 16-yard line on the far side of the field. And we'll see if it goes against the Panthers.
Yeah, we'll sort it out here. Might be a shootout on Hurricane and Timpanogos because I'm just hearing that game still at halftime. And that's going to be on Pineview, pushing back half the distance to the goal. So I'll take him back inside the 10 to about the 5. And that just kind of was disastrous because it took so long for Moten to regather it up. Every kind of stayed in their lane, and a nice special teams tackle by Braden Bayer. How many Bayers are on this team, Andy? 4 at least. Run up the middle, nothing there. Stymied. Maybe got back close to the line of scrimmage. So that run by Keith Adams, and how good is it to see Keith Adams back in to start the second half? We weren't sure, kind of questionable return as he got carried off the field, but he is back in at running back for Coach Hosner and offensive coordinator Gary Croton. I'm sure Sawyer Woods is pretty happy about that. Woods going to throw here on second down. Over the middle and complete to Turner Williams. Out to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. A big-time throw by Sawyer Woods, and his career night continues.
How many throws just on the money? He and Williams on a nice little post over route from Williams in traffic. He can just fit it in tight spaces.
5:54 and ticking. 1st and 10 after that Fabulous Freddy's first down. Woods throwing incomplete. Nobody home on that one. Been a couple times where I don't know if Woods is just trying to throw it away or if he's just not connected on the route. He's looking. He thought about checking to Adams instead. I think he was trying to find Dominic Mckenzie, but made sure he only threw it where nobody but Dom could catch it. Woods. All day to throw. Finds Marcus McKenzie, and that's a gain of about 6.
And they'll just keep doing that. I mean, they're covering with 8 every single time, and Woods just can sit back there like he's playing in a turkey bowl and wait for somebody to come open. And the McKenzies, that time it was Marcus, so good at getting around the hook zone of a linebacker, finding a hole and coming up to the ball. And we'll see if Park City continues that here on third down or if they send somebody.
Sawyer Woods. I am, by Colby Nelson, our statistician, 15 of 29 for 366 right now. Buying time, backpedaling, throwing, and incomplete. Trying to find Marcus McKenzie again.
And that was a big-time rush by number 56 off this right edge, who splits. Lazy block there by the left tackle. And that allows for the little bit of pressure and an errant throw up high. And just a great individual effort. There is a flag in the defensive backfield of Park City.
We'll wait the call from our referee tonight. And it looks like it's going to go against Park City. And this is going to be enough for a first down.
Wow.
So it's
devastating.
A face mask call on Park City.
Finally get a stop, have a chance to get the ball back down by a score. Great individual effort by your right defensive end to get pressure when you're only sending 3. Splits a double team, and an unnecessary face mask call down the field keeps the ball with the Panthers.
And here is a run right up the middle of Adams, and he's going to bake outside, and he's going to get a first down and more. Shedding another tackle, still on his feet into Park City territory, down to the 45-yard line.
Just a simple ISO play that he bounces out, gets low, just daring people to try to tackle him. And look at Falanico pushing people around. And Adams stumbling down the sideline for a Fabulous Freddy's first down.
Get you some scores after this play. Is Sawyer Woods going to throw. Clean pocket, dumps it to Adams down the sideline. Adams going to be right there near a first down, depending on where he stepped out of bounds. Looks like they'll mark him just a little bit shy, but still a pickup of, it's on that far sideline, what, about 8 or 9?
Yeah, just throws a flat route. The linebacker is crashing down on a blitz, which leaves Adams wide open, and he gets a head full of steam here. Just gets nudged out of bounds.
And here comes another Woods throw. And he steps into it, and he fires it, and it's in and out of the hands of McKenzie. Might have been broken up, might have been just deflected at the last second there, or he grabbed his hand and swatted it away.
Yeah, was trying to communicate, come back to the ball. He tried to squeeze it in as Woods, once again, has plenty of time, steps up in the pocket. And great defense, I thought, by number 23 there.
Little upset brewing in Iron County, Andy. Hearst Ace Hardware update. 14-3 Pineview, who let Coach Sawyers go this week, their head coach. Coach Acord has taken over. They're leading Cedar 14-3. And now a penalty. Offsides look like Park City jumped.
I think that's the third encroachment call for Park City tonight. That one in a big situation, 3rd and short. Good discipline by that big big hog mollies up there for Pineview, holding still on a hard count.
You know, you've kind of been throwing the intermediate routes here.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of room here. Do you take a shot right now? New set of downs? They're given a pretty big cushion in the secondary. Woods underneath, complete. Down inside the 25-yard line, about the 23-yard line. And that is Marcus McKenzie with another grab.
Yeah, nice job coming back to the ball once again in the soft spot of the zone.
If they're going to play that deep, I think you got to keep taking the underneath stuff. Although you said it earlier, Marcus McKenzie can run by about everybody. Woods looking over the middle, firing over the middle, caught again. This time it's Dom. Dom down to the 15, and they're into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. And another Fabulous Freddy's first down. Appreciate Red Rock Real Estate. What's your home worth? Get your free market analysis on what your home could sell for. Check out redrockrealestate.com. They haven't been in the red zone much because there's so many long touchdowns. Pineview's already had a 75, 72, 45-yard touchdowns. Now they run it to Adams. Adams, nice little run right up the middle. Flag does fly in late. And we await the flag. If it stands or if it's in Park City, it'll be first and goal. If not, it's going to be backing the Panthers up a little bit here. Thrown kind of in the vicinity of a hold. How about Set the Cow take it over for Bronson Barbin? It was Jalen Schultz to start it, but Set the Cow has ran a couple of touchdown passes, and Dixie leads 16-0 over Palm Desert.
Wow, how about them Flyers?
Holding on Pineview is the call from our white hat tonight. They haven't been too busy this evening. Let's see if I get the penalties for you. Penalties tonight. Find them. After this play, we'll check it for you. Woods out of the gun. Gonna throw, looking left, taking a shot into the end zone. Dominic Mckenzie, incomplete.
Great coverage by Park City. One of the few times they've had somebody within a few yards of McKenzie on a go route.
5 penalties for 45 yards for Pineview, 7 for 40 yards for Park City. That is the penalties tonight.
Carson Baines getting their turnaround, almost making a play on it for an interception. Great coverage.
Pineview has 482 yards of offense right now. We still have 3:18 left on our Nets on Fire clock in the third quarter. Wood's going to throw again. Dumps it to Adams, in and out of his hands, and it falls to the turf. That's the check down. He's the safety valve, Andy.
And they do trust their kicker in situations like this, and we've seen how well he can punt the ball.
Speaking of kickers, hearing that Woolley, the kicker for Crimson, just hit a 51-yarder to cut it to 24-19. Pineview leads, but it's a one-possession game again.
Amazing.
51-yarder in high school, pretty rare. I wonder if Kogan will get a chance here to top that. This is going to be a 42-yarder. Not quite 51, but kicks brought to you by Simply Wisdom Teeth. Hold snapper good. Kick is away. Plenty of leg. Missed it to the right. No good from 42, but boy, he put a boot on it.
And good job getting in there to kind of get in his head a little bit. I think that was Carson Baines off that left side.
28-21. Pineview leads by 7. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left on the We Win injury scoreboard. And we'll be right back.
High school football season means the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is back in effect. I'm Craig Bullerjack, reminding you to head to Yogurtland after the game and ask for your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert when your team scores 25 points or more.
I have a backpack.
请所有的同学回到座位哈。3, and get our print curve in there. And there's the final. Does this one have more water?
Welcome back, Pineview High School. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson hanging out with you. Still a one-possession game. A lot of close games tonight around Region 10, this one included. Park City goes back to work. And Carson Tabarachi, the 6'2 senior running back. He's a load to bring down, about 230 pounds, big, strong, but really strides out with that 6'2 frame.
He does. He runs angry, breaks a tackle. Ayutono there.
Colson wants to go low. I don't blame him. 3 minutes exactly left in the third. You know, for as much fireworks as Pineview's had, this game is still just in limbo right now, AT. This is a penalty on a chop block that will negate what was a good run there.
Yeah, and that'll put them behind the sticks. And the way that they want to run their offense is basically run it every time. And now you've got a chop block will put you back at 1st and 20 off schedule, and we'll see what they have dialed up here on 1st down.
Here is Bayer, the quarterback's played well tonight. Looking to throw and play action over the middle, one-on-one, and had Eskridge, and he couldn't find him, overthrown him by a yard or two.
Yeah, love the call. He was one-on-one coverage with Collison, and Eldridge has the size, and we've seen him be able to make leaping plays, but that one a couple yards out in front of him.
About 6'2", 160, so slender, speedy is Joseph Eldridge, but couldn't catch up with that. And here comes Dominic and Marcus McKenzie, and they'll take Teddy Larson and I think Benjamin Beckstrand up, kind of the nickel package here for the Panthers, if you will, and KJ Boyer, D coordinator. Comeback route, McCurdy caught it and then gets hit. Colson with a sure-handed tackle. Definitely giving a little cushion there, but still a very productive play to set up 3rd and manageable here for Park City after that penalty on the chop block backed him up.
Yeah, sure. McCurdy, nice little route, fakes in and goes out and cuts the down a distance in half here on 3rd down.
2:08 and ticking left here in the third. Panthers lead by 7, 28-21. Haven't scored in the second half yet. Pineview scored 14 in the first, 14 in the second, but it is Park City that has got the only score here in the third quarter. And they're looking for another well-sustained drive. They're chewing up a little clock, too, keeping it out of Pineview's hands. Best defense might be their offense right now. Now rolling out, Bayer going to throw deep, has Eldridge, and he overshot him again, and he was behind the defense.
And it's been a frustrating night on those types of plays for Bayer where he's had guys and just has not been able to connect. And this is a beautiful drawn-up play. Roll out, has time to get on his platform and wing it. And once again, Eldridge overthrown.
Hearing bad news, injuries keep coming at the quarterback position. Noah Fui-Tololo has been knocked out of the game, and Desert Hills now trails 28-20 to Spanish Fork. And the freshman Wall is in at quarterback. Pooch kick here, and he got it off the side of the foot, and that one's going to be out of bounds right around midfield, I believe. No, official's still going about the 45. No, now he's walking back. I thought it was about midfield, 49, he says.
And you get the feeling that last incompletion was a game pivotal type play. Could have been in, close to the red zone after another play or two. If you're Park City instead, you got to give it back to Pineview. And, at any time they could reawaken on offense and score quick to extend it to a 2-score lead. This third quarter has gone by fast. They haven't had a lot of opportunities on offense, but it's been a minute since they've been on the board after a big play.
Here we go, Sawyer Woods. He's been pretty clean in the pocket all night long, time again, and that one is on the hands of Dominic McKenzie down to the 40 of Park City, and another fabulous Freddy's.
1st down, and Park City has made the adjustment to keep going back, not allow anything over the top, but Dominique so good at coming back to the ball, and he's made some catches like that in traffic here in the third quarter, taking some licks, but not dropping the ball.
Your favorite hometown full-service car wash, 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's. 2 Southern Utah locations. Pink cookies, 10 cents off on gas when you get a car wash, and they always wipe that car dry. You and your car always feeling fabulous at Fabulous Freddy's. Offsides again. A couple times we've seen that. Just a little antsy to get that motor started on the outside. And that'll be 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5. Almost jumped again. Woods isn't going with any kind of a hard count or anything. But they have not gotten to Sawyer Woods. He has had all day behind that tremendous Panther offensive line. They hand it off, RPO, give it to Adams, and he lost a half yard.
We'll see here that Park City defense getting penetration off that right end. He goes unblocked.
Ben Beatty making a nice stop. Blowing up that play. All right, 2nd down now. 30 seconds in the quarter left. We're in the 3rd. Woods going to look to throw. Stays in the pocket. Underneath. Has his man. It's complete. And that is Turner Williams again. And that is another Fabulous Freddy's 1st down, Andy.
And, you know, Sawyer has been so good on the intermediate stuff. He's obviously thrown some home runs too, but when you have that much time to just scan, Williams does a great job squatting and coming back to the ball, and that's been money for Pineview all night long.
20 of 37, 413 yards, 4 touchdowns for Sawyer Woods. Sensational. And you're right, this O-line deserves a lot of that credit, and the receivers have played well. Keith Adams now bulldozing ahead down to the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Keith Adams, you know, it's good. I was worried that he was kind of questionable when Coach Hausner helped carry him off the field at halftime. But he looks fine. That run, he's right behind big Peter Falanico, BYU commit. And that's an 8-9-yard carry and a timeout on the field. We'll take it. Full timeout as we have reached the 4th quarter, 28-21 on the We Win injury loss scoreboard. Panthers lead by 7. Stay with us for the 4th quarter when we come back.
Beyond the park you know exists a world you don't. A world that is greater. Greater than just one passion. Greater than just one adventure. Greater than just one moment. Come to where life is greater. Come to Greater Zion.
Ernie's 2 Sinclair stations want to wish Region 10 athletes the best of luck this season. And stay tuned for the Ernie's Player of the Game. Don't forget to grab an Ernie's reward card that allows you to save on fuel and earn points for every dollar spent in store. Get your card today. Ernie's, St. George, Hurricane, Cedar, and in Beaver.
Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson. Andy, the good news is Region 10 is having a nice night, and there's a lot of competitive games. The bad news is the injuries are starting to stack up. We are getting a lot of reports that already 2 quarterbacks have been knocked out. And again, like I said earlier in the broadcast, if you're just tuning in, Pineview knows a thing or two about that. But how about this job Sawyer Woods is doing tonight? And the injuries were to Crimson's Chase Hansen. There's Keith Adams going to go up the middle, and he's going to hold off and drag a tackler into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they retake a 2-possession lead with the first play of the 4th quarter. Keith Adams from about 20 yards out.
Explosive, number 1, Peter Falanico getting the crowd up. Watch him on that right side. Just drive his guy back about 15 yards. And first touchdown of the game for Keith Adams. Showing off the toughness and explosion there in the red zone to get it to pay dirt and extend the lead for the Panthers.
Explosive, powerful run, 20-yard touchdown run. Here is the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point by Kogan, and it is up and it is good. 35-21. We'll take another break. Panthers back up by 14 on the We Win injury loss scoreboard.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna the place with a helpful heart.
See Hearst first this month for great deals on red hot buys at Hearst Ace Hardware. Make sure and get an Ace Rewards card for savings around the house, the yard, or the job site. Stop by Hearst General Store Ace Hardware, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Cedar City and St. George.
Welcome back. Kickoff coming here. Panthers bunch formation, then they'll spread it out. Keith Adams, 20-yard touchdown run, 35-21 Panthers here in their home opener, week 3, trying to go to 3-0 and drop Park City to 0-3. Kogan kickoff end over end, and it's a touchback. Timpanogos, beating Hurricane right now, Andy, 41-21. The other quarterback I was talking about was Noah Fuitololo has been knocked out, but Desert Hills just recovered a fumble, so they have a chance still down 8, 28-20, about 8 minutes to go in a one-possession game. But they need the score and the conversion. They got a freshman at quarterback now.
Yeah, it's amazing how snake-bitten Region 10 teams have been, with injuries, especially at the quarterback position early in the season.
Yeah, 5 starters have been knocked out so far out of the 7 teams. 11:52 to go. Here comes the run game for Park City, and he breaks a tackle to the outside. There goes Tabarachi, and he's going to get all the way out near the 40-yard line. I thought he was bottled up, and then boom, he broke it to the outside. A big play.
And he seems to be fighting through he's got his ankle taped up maybe from the first half. But, yeah, you're right. I thought he was done right there. Otuno got to his legs, but just kept fighting. He's tough.
That's a first down run. Tabarachi. They run the play in. Definitely need to pick up the pace a little bit, but more importantly, you got to sustain drives and score, try to get it back to one possession game. And the big thing that's been impressive tonight for Pineview, no turnovers. That is huge in a tight game. Time to throw. Bayer now going to tuck and run out across the 45 to the 47. And the ball may have come out. No, they say the ground can't cause a fumble, and it's an 8-yard pickup.
We haven't seen Bayer pull it down like that and run it a lot, but this time made the right decision as he's getting pressured and just sprints up. Yeah, ball clearly comes out after he was laying on the ground.
And now crowd kind of getting a little energy in this stadium here at Panthers Stadium. Pistol formation. Bayer not too far back, quick pitches it. And they blow it dead. Timeout Panthers, defensive timeout. We'll take the break. Timeout's brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending. 10:45 to go. Pineview leads 35-21.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Hey, time out. I've got a loan for you. Scott Gibson here with Intercap Lending. Put me in the finance game to work for you. No matter what you're looking for, to build, buy, or refinance, I can help. So don't drop the ball and let me, with my 25 years experience, go to work for you. 435-619-8080.
Andy, how about one Region 10 game that has got our attention right now when there's Crimson. Chase Hansen hurt his collarbone, knocked out of the game, but they are leading Pineview 25-24. Run right up the middle on 2nd down and 2, and it looks like he got enough the first down. Needed midfield exactly. There can be some battles once we get into region play starting next week. 3 games on the schedule. How about next Friday night, Andy? Desert Hills Crimson, Cedar Snow Canyon, Hurricane Pineview. Those are your 3 games to open up region play.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm hoping that as many of these guys that are hurt can recuperate.
It doesn't sound good for Chase Hansen. Wish him the best. And we don't know about it could be, the battle of the backups next week. Sounds like Crimson's backup playing pretty good, though. Outside run, Pineview sniffs it out, strings it out all the way to the sideline. Ryan Jordan as well as Becker. I think Dylan Becker getting credit for that stop.
Yeah, good job penetrating there by Jordan. Gets him to skirt it outside where Becker's waiting for him, puts a helmet on his leg, knocks him out of bounds.
And now the Panthers dig in. 3-4 defense. Single high safety. Play action boot thrown across his body. A tough throw and just led him a little bit too far.
Yeah, it was going to, I think, his first target to Sean Burnett. And I love that kind of rollout. You don't see that much anymore on a bootleg, but just throws it wide of the receiver. Big third down coming up for Park City.
Yeah, no question.
Cannot give the ball back to Pineview.
Nope.
It's still down to, I know there's still 8 minutes left, but you need touchdowns.
Now out of the gun, Bayer. When I say gun, it's a short gun, about 3 yards behind the center. Has a snap, play action, looking to throw, turns, sets his feet, pressure comes, he evades it. Rolling to his left, throwing back across his body, and it's caught at the 40. There's a flag on the field, and it looks like it's right at the sticks, and will await the penalty.
Athletic play by Bayer, creating time for himself, getting out of the pocket and flinging it to the sideline. We'll see if, now they're waving it off, waving the flag off. And we spot right around the line to gain, maybe just a little bit short. Or no, they're going to wave him across. First down for Park City. Huge conversion there, Bayer to Alford.
No question. Alford coming back. There was 2 guys there. I thought maybe it was overthrown, and then out of the corner of my eye, here comes Alford, and it was right on his hands, right at the sticks. So still life for this Minor offense, down 35-21 on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. Hey, don't forget, fans, at the conclusion of the game, we'll have some awards to pass out. We'll have our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game award. We got some nominees for that tonight. And it's not going to be easy on our Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station Player of the Game. We'll hand them out in the Johnson Pediatric postgame show. Run up the middle, and again, 4-yard pickup.
Tabarachi. Now, we haven't seen McCurdy in on offense. I don't think this whole drive, getting the sweeps around the edges, it's been a lot of passing and then just handing it between the tackles. We'll see what they go with here on 2nd and 6. Huddling up, taking their time, are the Miners.
Yep, big play. As we get this point in the 4th quarter, crunch time now. Out of the gun, Bayer. Quick pitch to McCurdy, going backwards. And he is bottled up, breaks the first tackle. The wave comes, and they're going to lose 4.
And that's the play I was calling for. And now we got a skirmish going on. We'll have a flag. We'll see who it's against here. But McCurdy was sniffed out entirely by Tassi Lolotai, who's been living in the backfield for Pineview tonight. Just goes unblocked, and McCurdy has no chance. Nearly gets his helmet ripped off. And then as McCurdy's getting up, gets frustrated with one of the Beckers, who kind of skips away with his hands up like I didn't do anything.
How about this? The defending state champ Skyview is getting killed 43-6, a team from Rigby, Idaho. Maybe a change in the guard up there in Region 11?
Maybe, yeah. That's a lot of surprising scores tonight.
And a costly penalty again against Park City. And we started this first half, I thought fairly well on the flags, but there've been some penalties that have definitely made it tougher on Park City. It'll be 3rd down and 39, Andy. 3rd and 39 for Park City. 29, 3rd and 29. Pineview fans want it to be 39. What do you drop here on this? I mean, Hail Mary or hook and ladder?
Puerto Rico, yeah.
You want to do a little trickeration here?
Yeah.
And I don't know what they want the clock to wind. Okay, now they want the clock to wind, and it does. 7:42 and ticking. Panthers up by 14. Out of the gun, Bear. Bear. Pistol look. 4 wide. 2x2. Going up the middle, high, and it's picked up by Marcus McKenzie, and he dodges out of a tackle. McKenzie gonna break a tackle. He could go, and he's gonna go out of bounds, but he stumbles and falls. But what a play by Marcus McKenzie. Huge defensive takeaway, the second turnover takeaway of the night for the Pineview Panther defense.
Big time. Broke a couple tackles. Even when he tripped on the sidelines, he fell gracefully, did a nice somersault. Such a fun kid to watch, playing both ways this year. And in throwing situations, he's back there playing center field. And I feel like he showed some mercy here, maybe not cutting it back up the middle. They had him, kind of had the angle on him and forced him out of bounds there. What a night for Marcus McKenzie.
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's got a chance for our Ernie's 2 player of the game. Keith Adams up the middle. Changing gears a little bit, just kind of flowing, man. Just a nice little rhythm to this kid's skill set as a running back. Dad played in the NFL. And they'll just work some clock here, 2nd down and 5. Under 7 to go. Panthers up. Kind of feel like if they score a touchdown here, it's over, right? Turnover, there's a sliver of doubt, but a touchdown here should put the game away. Adams again, fake it to Adams, and Sawyer Woods is going to keep it then slide. I think Sawyer slid a couple times now. I think they know they don't have much depth left for quarterback right now. You better keep that kid healthy.
Yeah, get down. There's a hex on Region 10 quarterbacks tonight. And Woods wisely gets down, and Falanico gets another pancake block where he's throwing somebody out of the screen.
And now the Panthers can just work that clock. Tick, 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 tick. Down to 6:08 on the Nets on Fire clock. Now they're going to go home run over the middle. Caught by Dominic Mckenzie down into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone inside the 10-yard line. And Sawyer Woods' career night just keeps going and going and going.
Yes, that's a dart on another post, one-on-one coverage. Credit Park City for at least tackling him before he can score a touchdown, but throws it up high, and great mitts there by Dom McKenzie.
And now they got 1st and goal. They'll run it to Adams, and Adams going to get hit and drop. Beautiful play there.
Chandler Kelsch gets to the ankles of Adams. Nice play.
(64-27). Timpanogos is beating Hurricane tonight. Wow. You thought maybe that was a winnable game for the Tigers, but Timpanogos scoring at will. Panthers trying to add another one on the board here. A quick pass outside Dom. Dom going to shake, bake, and he's going to get near the goal line. Did he score? Touchdown, Dominic McKenzie. They gave it to him. How did he tightrope that one in?
Oh, my word. That may be his most impressive touchdown of the night.
Speedy.
Just throw it to him. I don't know how he wiggled through and then stayed in bounds.
Just that little
inside, and then, just beats everybody at the pylon.
The little shoulder shrug inside just froze him. Dom McKenzie, the hat trick. I got a hat. I'm going to throw it onto the field from the booth. 3 tonight. He only had 1 coming into tonight. Now he's got 4 on the season. And Sawyer Woods has thrown for his 5th touchdown pass. The only one on the ground was Keith Adams from 20 yards out. Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point is up, and it is good. We'll take the timeout. Under 5 minutes to go. Panthers now doubling up Park City, 42-21 on the We Win scoreboard.
Time apart has taught us. In our social distance, we found space. Space to ponder. Space to connect. Space to imagine. Space to heal. In the emptiness, we found meaning. In silence, we found beauty. In separation, we've discovered there is so much more to find when we find our space. Find your space.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson with you on a Friday night. And Panthers maybe the only undefeated team left in the region after tonight, Andy. Did you see that coming?
No, I didn't.
Kick returnable and going to be taken down about the 17, maybe the 18. Yeah, I mean,
you expect, you think Desert Hills is going to win. I know I haven't seen a score recently on them, but big win for Dixie.
Dixie wins for the first time tonight, yep. Hurricane Desert Hills, Pineview, Snow Canyon all went into tonight matchups unblemished. And it looks like all 3 could lose except for this Pineview Panther team. And that's why everybody had them as the preseason favorites. They are loaded with experience. The only question mark, maybe answered tonight in a big, big way, was Sawyer Woods. This kid, I don't know when Rosenland and Brown are going to be back. But even if they're back, what I've seen tonight and the way this offensive line has protected Sawyer Woods, and he's only going to keep getting better. This is his first career start. And a sack by the Panthers. They get to Bayer down inside the 11, 12-yard line.
Tassi Lolotai once again in the backfield. Just beats his blocker. Beats basically a double team there on that left side. And Bayer's been pretty elusive back there, avoiding getting sacked, but not that time.
Gonna throw Bayer, and almost picked off by Ryan Jordan. Ryan Jordan went up high and just so close to the quarterback, just couldn't bring it to the body. I was just checking the numbers here to give you some Wilkinson stats. I have Sawyer Woods now, 22 of 39, 446 yards, 5 touchdowns. How about that? Bayer rolling, now rolling the other way, now stepping up in the pocket, throwing on the run, and has got a man. And it's complete out across the 20, about the 22-yard line. Catch made by number 6, Jack Allison. And Colson makes the stop defensively. Bayer's pretty athletic. Look at him move in the pocket.
Yeah, he skirts out, looks all the way back, finds a guy who makes his first catch of the game. Allison runs into his own guy. Otherwise, he could have had a first down there on third down.
Hearing an update, we'll get it for you after this, but Panthers want another sack. Instead, it's going to be a rollout pass, and it's going to be in and out of the hands. Probably should have been caught, and it's incomplete, and that's a turnover on downs, and Pineview can work the clock for the last 3:30 and go to 3-0.
It was a confusing play for Park City. Half the guys ran a route, half the guys went to block, and the quarterback had nobody to throw to. And then he just threw it up and incomplete, but almost like some of them thought they were punting it.
There's only, I'm hearing Cedar and Caneyview announced 20-20. It's tied. That Iron County brawl is a brawl tonight. Cedar is
another unexpected. Think of all of these unexpected finals.
By the way, Desert Hills is still got a chance. They're down 28-20. They got their backup quarterback, but they do have the ball with 2:23 to go. But they got to score, and they got to get a 2-point conversion on this drive. Here, Pineview can just run the football. Still got Woods at quarterback. Adams is still in at running back. 2-by-2 set, ball on the left hash. 1st and 10. Already starting this drive near the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Woods going to pull it out on the quarterback keeper. He breaks the tackle. Woods down to the 6-yard line. How about the running ability of Sawyer Woods?
How about this kid? He ain't going to the slide. He's going for the touchdown.
Happy for Sawyer. You know, he was a tight end and a receiver. Played a little bit of D line through the youth football ranks. Was always kind of in the mix as a quarterback. But he is just maybe a little bit of a late bloomer, getting his shot here, and he is making the most of it. And he looks really good tonight. Good kid, Sawyer Woods. RPO, give it to Adams. Adams goes left and dives in. Did his knee touch? No, touchdown Panthers. Keith Adams with another touchdown run.
Excellent. Just goes off that left edge, gets all the momentum of the defense going right, and he cuts back. Perfect moment. And slides in, gives a big hug to Coach Hosner. What a night for Pineview's offense.
Nice job on that left side. And Panthers rolling now, 48-21. Here comes the Simply Wisdom Teeth extra point. Don't forget, stick around. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Awards, stats. Then we'll stay up late and wrap up all the games for you. We've been trying to give you lots of updates tonight. Been a busy night in Region 10. And PAT by Kogan's up and good. We'll take a timeout, come back. Just under 3 minutes left. All Panthers on the We Win scoreboard, 49-21.
This graph is square.
Pretty close.
Artemisia is all the sage brushes, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
Come down. Turn, please. Ready? Sodium carbonate.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Welcome back. Pineview kicking off after the 6-yard touchdown run from Keith Adams, and this one's going to be a touchback. And Andy, I like what I see from this offense. The defense, you know, there was a couple big plays. Park City was able to get that big 80-yard run. You know, pretty feisty, tough, hard-nosed Park City team, a 5A school, but at the end, Pineview just pulling away.
Yeah, everything was clicking for them on offense. Defensively, I thought their coverage has been excellent against the pass game. They haven't allowed Bayer to have too many open windows to fit it into receivers. You know, Tassi Lolotai has been in the backfield a lot, making plays, putting pressure on the quarterback, sacks, tackles for loss. He's been tremendous. Just big playmakers all over the field for Pineview on both sides of the ball.
Park City quarterback Bayer runs it. McCurdy, little crease, and then tackled by Nalu Atonu. Atonu coming in there and fighting off a block and then going low. I think you like that if you see that on a film. Really good quickness from your linebacker on the stop there. Checking the defensive stats for Pineview tonight, brought to you by Wilkinson's. Toloa has 8 tackles. Ryan Jordan 7. Dylan Becker, Brian Colson 5. Nalu's got 5 now after that one as well. 2:17 and ticking. McCurdy, off right tackle, has a little crease, and he could go. McCurdy, 40, 30. One guy to catch him, can't get it. Touchdown. That is a 74-yard touchdown from McCurdy.
That kid is unbelievable. I mean, when he gets an out, I mean, he's going to be special. His breakaway speed is tremendous. And coming into this game, he had 23 yards rushing. Now he's got, I don't know what that makes it for the night, but he's had 2 monster runs.
I will tell you in a second. Here comes the extra point. And it's good. 49-28, 2:04 to go. Take a break, come back for the finish on CEC TV, ESPN 97.7, your Region 9 network.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Miners to kick off. You work on the onside here. Yes, you do. And it's a high bounce, and it is fielded. Nice job coming up there by Blake Stuckey. And Panthers will take over at the 45, their own 45-yard line. 2:03 to go. I thought maybe we'd seen the end of the scoring, but McCurdy, 74-yard touchdown run. The Park City team, you got to like the fight in them, right, AT?
Absolutely.
And still some things on film that Pineview's going to have to shore up as the season progresses. This is a team that has a ton of talent, but they've had a couple plays with right up the middle, they've given up those 80-yarder and a 74-yarder. Woods going to get sacked.
He's got the ball.
Pops out, and it's recovered by Park City.
That's Tabarachi, Blake Tabarachi making the strip and the fumble recovery.
The only blemish for Sawyer Woods was an interception to this point, and that was on 4th down. We were just trying to make a play deep in Park City territory.
And he's carrying it with his right hand, and then he switches it to his left hand and right at the last second and just didn't have it secured enough. Probably just should have slid down this late in the game.
Yeah, and now, I mean, Pineview's still going to win this game, barring a miracle, but Park City can try to put some more points on the board. Definitely invite you to join us at Yogurtland after the game for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. Big Score Dessert brought to you by our friends, leaders in asphalt preservation, featuring HA5. It's free. First 5 ounces, FREE, free till they close tonight. Just ask for it at checkout for you and everybody with you. Home run ball over the top, and it is caught. No, I think it popped out.
Yeah,
no, touchdown. The official says touchdown in the end zone.
It definitely came out.
The ball was
at some point.
The official's going to talk about this. I thought he caught it, and then I thought it came out.
Yeah.
And then but let's take a look. We got our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score replay here. Bayer going to go for the home run. Why not? You need to try to score quick and get another onside. It's in his hands. Crosses the plane, secures it. Yeah, I think that's a touchdown. No, there it is. It did squeak out. NFL, you got to take it to the ground and can maintain possession. High school, though, across the plane, caught it long enough. The official said touchdown. 49-35, timeout on the field, and we win injury loss scoreboard. Panthers lead back down to 14 on ESPN Radio.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
Onside kick again, and Turner Williams will grab it for the Panthers. And do you just go kneel formation here? How many timeouts Park City have left?
I don't know that they've used one in the second half. I think you've got to try to get first down or 2.
Yeah.
Great job filling this grounder by Williams.
Turner Williams coming up a little bit ginger, too. Walking all the way past his teammates to the trainer table. Sawyer Woods back out there. And now Pineview's going to take a timeout. A player was late to come on because Turner Williams got nicked up, so they had to get somebody out there. They were trying to get Zachary Jones, the junior wide receiver, on, and Coach Osner said, let's take a timeout. Let's not rush this. Probably a good timeout brought to you by the Intercap Lending Scott Gibson team. There's Turner Williams getting some look from the Intermountain Sports Medicine team. What a great partnership Intermountain has with Region 10 schools. They provide the trainers for all of the teams at the varsity level. And of course, tonight, Mark Harris, longtime trainer at Pineview, always does an incredible job. Used to be Michelle Hudson for so many years. She's actually up at Canyon now. And it's Mark Harris last couple of years taking care of the Panthers. What are your thoughts on the Panthers, man? Seeing them live, I mean, we see them win their first 2 games. To see them live, this explosive offense is fun firsthand.
They have more playmakers than, probably anybody else in the classification. Here's Keith Adams bouncing it out. Ball goes loose. We'll see if it's on the ground. And, far side official says ground caused it. But it's kind of been a weird kind of end to this blowout for Pineview as Adams, looks to me, ref's got it right. Ball popped up off the turf. But they just want this game to end, and weird stuff keeps happening. Another timeout here by Park City. Brought to you by the Scott Gibson team at Intercap Lending.
Hey, final score, this is impressive. I mean, Crimson falls tonight, 30-25. But that is, I mean, this is Pineview. But how about Coach Wayne, Coach Tate, coached it against their good buddy Andy Stokes, and Stokes gets the win, but not by much. That one was a ball game, folks, tonight.
Team that's been to back-to-back state championships, who Nolan Perry had winning this game by 50-something points.
52. They win by 5.
Yep.
Crimson's a team to be reckoned with, I think, but they did appear to lose Chase Hansen with an apparent collarbone injury. So, I'm not a doctor, I'm not there, but that's not good news for Chase Hansen. Such a good kid. Probably could speculate it's broken, from what I understand. And now they stop it. Flag flies, false start, back in Pineview up. Well, it's not the most impressive way to close out a game, but Pineview's going to get the job done here. A couple late scores by Park City. Dixie's got their first win tonight. Timpanogos is going to beat Hurricane. Still 5 or 6 minutes left in that game. It's 64-34, I think, in a shootout. There's going to be 100 points scored in that game tonight. Adams again. Little room, still fighting, pushing, and keeps those feet pumping. Now a flag flies in late after a pickup of about 9.
One of his best runs of the night, if you ask me. Even though the game is pretty much in hand, he's fighting for that first down.
There's big beat. And it's a face mask on Park City. And that'll be an automatic first down. Yeah, I like this run by Keith. Look at the vision, first of all. Goes wide, but lowers the center of gravity and then just keeps the feet pumping. See why these kids probably head into what I hear, the ACC, Clemson? I haven't met Keith Adams yet. Look forward to meeting this young man. First year with the Panthers, moved to town. 49-35 on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard. They win for you, period. If you've been in an accident, go to 435wewin.com and learn more. And now another timeout. Hausner wants to talk about something. Pushing almost 9:50 local time. Almost pushing a 3-hour game by the time we get done. Only 48 seconds to go. What are you running? You running the math here on kneeing it and getting out of here and seeing if you can, if they stop it with their 3 timeouts?
Yeah, I mean, haven't they? I don't know how many times, because they've definitely used at least one. I think you can kneel on it.
I think so.
Put them out of their misery, right?
Hey, I compliments though to this Parks, an 0-2 team coming in here as underdogs. They've fought, man. They brought it. They're hungry. They're going to win some games this year.
I was super impressed with several players on their team, but Carson Tabarachi is a warrior.
I love all their backs, to be honest with you. All 3
Oh,
backs.
yeah. McCurdy was great, too.
I would probably go with McCurdy as the POG for them, for Park City. And now the run to Keith Adams, and he just wants to get to the hash there and kill some more clock. I don't see Park City taking the timeout, so one more snap, and this one will be on ice. Valiant effort for the Miners, but they're going to lose, drop to 0-3. Panthers will improve to 3-0. Who's your nominees? Who do you Dominic Mckenzie has to be in the conversation with Sawyer Woods.
Yes, absolutely.
Marcus McKenzie's got a
I think Tossie Lolotai defensively.
Lolotai, yep. Keith Adams has a couple touchdowns tonight. There's Adams again, dancing around, going wide, and didn't want to go out of bounds, but he does. Wanted to stay in bounds there. And 2.1
He wants one
left.
more carry. He wants one more shot at the end zone.
Pineview's up 49-35, 2.1. He was kind of slowing down like, I know I need to get out of bounds, but he's kind of ran out of real estate. He probably should have slid feet first. They probably kept the clock winding. And now one more snap and this game's over. And Pineview is probably going to be the only undefeated team left in the region. 4 teams entered tonight undefeated. And that's it. It's on ice. Panthers win, as former longtime athletic director Coach Gary Higgins said, it's a great day to be a Panther. Of course, he just retired this past summer. Enjoy that retirement. New AD here at
Ryan Christensen.
Awesome, taking over. Great hospitality for us, getting you our ideal home and paint game of the week. The final for you on the We Win Injury Law scoreboard, 49-35. Stick around. We'll come back. We'll have some awards, including our Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station Player of the Game and more, plus final stats on this one when we clean it all up for you inside the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Panthers win. We'll be back after this 2-minute. Let's take a 2-minute timeout here on your Region 9 network.
Radio Dixie 91.3. Young the Giant, something to believe in.
John, what song do you want to hear?
Next, Miss Calendris. It'll be on the SWAT team, the SWAT team. Just a fantastic situation.
I was going to talk to you last time.
And we're back, everybody. Welcome to our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson with you. Dr. Cody and staff make your kids feel right at home with all their dental needs. And as always, new patients welcome. The new patient special, the cleaning, the exam, the x-rays, one low price, just $79. And now with a second location next to Lynn's in Washington Fields. Andy, the numbers are staggering as we dive into some of the final Wilkinson statistics here tonight. How about Sawyer Woods making his first ever varsity start? He played the second half, which probably helped him a lot, getting a little taste of, live experience against Highland in that second half. But this is pretty impressive. 22 of 39, 446 yards. Not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 passing touchdowns. Favorite receiver tonight, Dominic Mckenzie. How about this? 8 grabs, a $195, and a hat trick, 3 touchdowns for Dom. And Keith Adams, 115 yards on 20 carries and 2 more touchdowns. The Stars were out at Pineview High tonight.
Amazing. Yeah, what a way to have your first varsity start at quarterback. You throw for over 450 yards, 5 touchdowns?
Yes.
Yeah, incredible. This offense is too much to handle.
Incredible. 613 yards of offense tonight for Pineview. 499 for Park City. There was fireworks everywhere in this one. If we have some highlights from the second half, we can roll them for you if you tuned in a little bit late. Stats brought to you by Wilkinson's. And again, the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is on tonight. Right now, head to Yogurtland. Ask for the Big Score Dessert. Your first 5 ounces free. McCurdy, opening drive of the second half, scores. That cut it to 28-21. Then Woods over the middle. Turner Williams getting it going. More Woods to Adams here. Nice little jump cut outside. And that'll move the chains as he keeps those feet. I mean, very impressive. Low center of gravity. You can definitely count on Adams. And look at this one, right up the middle. Breaking a tackle, dragging a would-be tackler into the end zone. And Adams had his first of a couple in the second half on the ground. Blitz comes. Bayer going to air it out. Marcus McKenzie said, hey, bro, I got this one. And nice little return into Park City Minor territory. Nice little play there. Now Sawyer Woods. This is going to be Dominic Mckenzie over the middle, down inside the 10-yard line. And they're not done. Watch this. Watch the tightrope, the shoulder shimmy, and then boom, little speed and into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Woo! I think we got to go Code. Did Ernie's 2 players of the game on offense? It's got to be Dom and it's got to be Woods, doesn't it?
There's Tassi Lolotai getting in the backfield, getting a sack, and then Woods
showing he can run a little bit.
Best run of the game, yeah.
He wanted to score one on the ground, didn't he? And then Woods to Adams. This to the final touchdown. Goes left, diving in, breaking, and that special moment where you touch it down. That one from 6 yards out. And then the last couple highlights, Park City. How about McCurdy right there? Looked like it was bottled up and then whoop, gone. Nobody catches him. And that one was a 74-yard touchdown run. I like the heart, the grit. They did not quit. This Park City team would get one more after a fumble right here by Sawyer Woods. RPO, he's like, uh-oh, tries to switch hands, gets knocked out. And a nice play. And then boom, they go up top now. Did he catch it? Did he bring it to the ground long enough? Well, you watch it. You make the call. It was ruled a touchdown. The ball's laying on the ground, but the official ruled it a touchdown. Doesn't matter. Pineview wins. Final score, 49-35. We're inside of our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Devin Dixon, Andy Thompson. You want to go Lolotai, Ernie's 2 defensive? And
yeah,
and then,
I think so.
And then favorite, and that's our Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station player of the game. So we go on offense, Sawyer Woods and Dominic Mckenzie. You could have went with a trio, add Keith Adams in for that matter. Adams was great, 115 and a couple touchdowns rushing. And then Lolotai defensively. The final stats for Lolotai, you called his name a lot. Let's see. Lolotai, I think only officially had 3 tackles. Ryan Jordan led the team with 8. 2 tackles for a loss. Jeffrey Toloa had 8 tackles as well. Dylan Becker 5, Byron Collison 5, but plenty of love to go around. Panthers gave up 2 turnovers, but had 2 takeaways in this 49-35 victory. Stick around, quick timeout? Well, let's do it. Let's make it official, and then we'll say goodnight to our television audience, and then we'll get you more of the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show for our radio audience, and then stick around for the wrap-up show coming in just a few minutes. But our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game by the boys at SellGE at AWP. It's easier to think to buy, direct, and save at Appliance Wholesalers Plus. Favorite play tonight, what was it, Andy?
Oh, man, it was, of all the long home run plays that they had, the little swing pass out to Dominic where he got to the pylon through 3 guys, didn't have an angle at all. He had about an inch of space to work through, and he pulled it off. Was awesome. I mean, you could go with any one of those long touchdown passes early that really got Woods' confidence, though. I mean, he was on the money to Williams and to both McKenzie's early in the game in that first half when they really blew it open.
Now, I don't know if they called that a backward. They gave that a 10-yard touchdown. That's the play? The 10-yard touchdown to McKenzie on the outside?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. It's hard to choose, but you love that play. I do not disagree. I didn't think he was going to score. No. But you don't ever count out Dominic McKenzie from finding pay dirt in the end zone. Andy Thompson going to go get some post-game interviews, and we'll get that out on social media a little bit later tonight. Plus, we'll have some highlights from this evening. Watch for it on our Devin Dixon Show page on Facebook or on Twitter. Just give us a follow at Dev Dixon, DEVDIXON. Shout out to our crew, James, Lauren, Marcus, all our cameramen and women. This has been our Ideal Home and Paint Game of the Week. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Brian back in the TDS studios. Keep us in a break. And we'll have more of the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. And that'll segue into our Region 9 wrap-up show. As again, 49-35, huge night. A night in which the Panthers had 613 yards of offense and 446 of that through the air. Panthers improved to 3-0, and they're the only undefeated team, I believe, with all the scores we've been getting reported, left in Region 9. You want more of the scores? Turn on your radio, Sports Radio 97.7 FM ESPN, your number one local sports leader. Again, thanks to CEC TV for watching online or on TDS Channel 108. We'll see you next Friday night, Desert Hills. Desert Hills is our game of the week, and I'm trying to see, before we say goodnight, it will be the Thunder and it will be the Mustangs of Crimson Cliffs, who almost knocked off Pineview tonight. That'll be right here, the same way you're accessing the game tonight. Good night.